Hey Brian, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks. And welcome, Brad and ex Bob. Um, I'm going to give it a few more minutes before we really get hot and heavy. Hey Donna. Um, yeah, I thought I'd give it just a couple more minutes. You having a good week, Brian?
Oh yeah, excellent. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. I've been a little bit.
Excited?
I am excited. I'm a little crazy right now. I've got about a million irons in the fire right now. But it's coming together. And I was just telling Donna a little bit ago that when we were in Snoop's space not too long ago, um, the excitement that folks were spewing about the meetup game um, was exciting to me because it was fun to hear that people are excited that it's going to happen. So lets me know we're on the right track.
I am super pumped.
Me too. Me too. Um, should be a lot of fun. We'll get into those details, but um, I did message Josh. I haven't heard back from him, so we could get started with some other housekeeping things, and then hopefully he will join us.
Sounds
Um,
great.
First and foremost, if you've missed any of our other guests' interviews, you can go back on our Twitter accounts and scroll through our timeline and listen to the past interviews we've done. Reminder, on December 11th, we're going to have the Spaces meetup game at the Aria at noon on December the 11th. And many thanks to poker boss Sean McCormick. And the director of poker operations at the Aria is Ryan Kirk. So many thanks to him too, because we're going to have to count on him since it's the property he works at, right? So many thanks to both of them
They are
again.
certainly rolling out the red carpet.
They are, and it's exciting and fun, right? So I'm very happy with so far the last 36 hours of really diving into that meetup game. Uh, Sean uh, said that he was going to do a pizza party for us. So that'll be right before the game starts. So people need to come a little bit early. And we will have pizza before we start to play. Another thing he wanted us to say word by mouth was that he is hoping to give us a tour of the Poker Go studios. So we will, I'll get the word out, a day or two before as far as what time we actually need to meet, whether it's going to be an hour before, so 11 or 11:15 or 11:30, we're not sure yet. We want to make sure that it can happen. And that's just going to depend on if the Poker Go Studios ends up scheduling something for those time frames. So that's exciting for anybody that's never been to the Poker Go Studios. I think that's such a great offer for us, and Sean will take us personally through it. So pretty cool.
I thought that was supposed to be on the download, although he was kind of cheeky about that. So,
Well, he did say today. I think it was today. I'm so mixed up. I've been doing so much.
okay.
He did say that we could just talk about it. He didn't want me to do any ads, like I've been posting ads thanking people or whatever. He said, let's just word by mouth because if they end up scheduling something there last minute, then we can't do it. So it's just
Yeah.
going to be, and that's fine. I mean, I'm just grateful that he's even considering doing that for us. So very cool. And of
Yeah.
course,
And he said if we wanted to start a 500 1,000 game, that he would let Brad and I play heads up in the Poker Go studio, right, Sherry?
yeah, we can do it. So bring those pennies, nickels, and dimes, Brad.
They all add up.
They all add up. And if anybody needs the hotel a hotel discount for the mug for the meetup game, just DM me and I'll send you the information about discount rates at MGM properties. So Brad's laughing at us. Yeah, Brad, bring your pennies, nickels, and dimes. It'll be okay. A little shout out to those that are offered to contribute to our Splash the Pots. Um, Brian and Donna kind of had their arms twisted into it. I don't know. I guess it was by me, but anyway, so they've agreed. They've agreed to bring something to splash the pots. Um, my son and daughter are going to give Chick-fil-A gift cards, so that's kind of fun through their businesses. They both have startup businesses, so I thought it was nice that they offered. Of course, with a nickname like Peaches, how can I not donate something peachy? So we'll definitely have something peach flavored. And something that was really exciting to me yesterday is South Point Poker Room reached out to me and offered us some items for the Splash the Pot as well. So very cool. And of course, let's not forget our sponsor, Elevator Results, which is my son's company, who's going to donate to some Chick-fil-A gift cards. So if you need to lose weight or put weight on or just get your fitness in shape, reach out to Elevated Results for help for sure. And don't forget Sharp App. Sharp App has made a promise to bring us some merch, or I don't know yet. Let's just say I don't know yet, but they've promised to give us something for the Splash the Pot. So that's all coming together.
And we're not greedy. We're not greedy, Sherry. We're appreciative of anything. It's
Absolutely.
just it's not expected, but it's always appreciated. So
Yes, and if anybody has anything they'd like to donate, we will take it. It's just going to add another fun element to the meetup game. So, anything and everything is welcomed, and it's coming together pretty nicely. It's pretty exciting. I think it's going to be tons of fun, and I think we have about 25, and out of the 25, probably seven are kind of still trying to figure out their plans if they can make it or not. So that's a good start to the list of those that are going to attend.
yeah. So so a guy here while we're waiting, a guy
Sure.
a guy at my a guy at my work, he came back from Vegas. He's like a guy that's just been in the country a little bit. And he came back with a platinum MGM card. Is that the lowest level or the highest? Does anybody know?
I think Sapphire is their lowest, so it may be middle. I don't
Because
know though. You
when I
could
looked
Google
at
that.
well, I looked on the site and it was like right next to the Noir Noir, this black card that looked like that one was like the real deal,
Right.
but it looked like a pretty high level. And I was like, what were you playing? And he's like, oh, I was playing roulette, you know? I'm like, how much did you lose at roulette that you have no idea how to play to get in one weekend, moved up there? I don't know.
Right.
Maybe he had a friend or something. Was trying to figure that out all week.
Well, whatever it is, he was playing for a while or a lot.
I think
So,
so, right? Like even
yeah,
to get up like even one or two categories is, you know, seems
it's
like
not
it's quite a
cheap.
bit. No,
It's
no.
not
So
cheap. Listen, I'm going to invite everybody up. So if you want to come chat with us, please do. And Brad, I hope you do so you could tell us what you're going to do in Vegas.
yeah, I
And
want to hear that.
I haven't heard from Josh, so we can all chat with each other until we figure out what's going on with Josh. Um, and Kyle, I would love to hear what's going on in your neck of the woods because I know some exciting stuff is happening, Kyle. And you may be in the booth right now, so you may not be able to talk. But anyway, hey, Donna,
Hi.
how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Hey, Brad.
Hi,
Hey,
Brad.
how are you guys doing?
Good. How are you, bud?
Doing well, doing well. I was actually possibly thinking of hosting a space this evening. I have lots of things to catch up with everybody on. Um, I have something that I want to announce. I've been working on, if you will, and I don't have the final verdict yet. And I wanted to wait till I had the final verdict just to have some discretion. But I am potentially going to be working with a big poker company, is all I could say. But that's one thing I want to catch up with people. I've been coaching soccer and but I can like catch I do want, and also I wanted to talk about my WPT stuff and the giveaways. So I will, I was going to host it today, but I was supposed to get an answer. So I'm going to hold off probably. I'll definitely do it by Monday. I was thinking possibly even tomorrow if I hear something later tonight, but, uh,
Okay, cool.
for sure.
That's
Oh my
exciting.
God. I forgot about that, Brad. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm,
I share in a tiny small space what was going
yes.
on. Um,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, so I'll find out. Today was supposed to be D Day, but no news. I'm okay with that for now. um,
So tell us, what dates are you going to
I will be
Vegas?
there for sure from the 6th to the 12th, for sure. Hopefully,
Uh,
hopefully later, but after the 12th, I'm gonna have to earn my keep to stay there.
There you go.
all right. And are you going to be able to make it to the meetup game?
So that is going to be dependent on tournament schedule. Um, I mean, I'll touch on that just a little bit. I don't have a huge lineup of schedule. So I'm going to be playing a $400 double satellite to try to get me. They give you $200, $1,100 bullets to fire. So that if I win that, then I have a ticket to the prime, and then I also have a satellite into the main. So if I don't, then what I'm probably going to do is just buy. I'm buying into the main no matter what. So I could use that second bullet for um, like day one. I'm playing on day 1B. So day 1B would be the 11th, I believe. So, or 1D would be the 11th. So that would be the day I would play if I had a second bullet. If I decided to use, if I won the satellite and decided to play the second bullet on 1D, then I probably would be in the prime. Or there's also a satellite into the main, I believe, that day. So it just really depends. But it is a day off that I would have if I just bust everything. To be honest with you, um,
Well, we are hoping that you don't do that, and we will be railing you for sure. So we're just going to put you down as a maybe,
okay,
and you're,
yeah,
yeah, because there are quite a few people in that same boat, or
right,
they're still trying to figure out their hotels or whatever.
right.
And so, no
But
worries. We will keep you in
all
the
things, if
maybes.
I'm available at
Yeah,
that window, I would definitely be there. I wouldn't miss it for sure. I can say that.
Very cool.
and we're not planning on you busting. We're planning on you not
There
being
we
there.
go.
And
Yeah,
obviously, we would be pleasantly surprised. But the plan is to win.
right, right.
And just think of it this way. After we're done eating pizza and touring the Poker Go studio and playing the meetup game, then all the spaces people are gonna pile in at the WPT and rail you into victory.
There we
Oh
go.
yeah, for
That
sure.
would be amazing. That would be amazing. Um, I'm playing a $500 Club WPT final table challenge, and then the $400, $500 challenge, and then on Saturday we have a private Club WPT meetup. It's a small tournament. It's like $100. Last year we had like 45 people there. It's
Nice.
It's a small tournament. It's like just a tiny little get together. And then some of the ambassadors played with us last year. It's just super tiny. It wasn't even, it actually played like super turbo too. So,
That's
um,
awesome.
yeah, and honestly, in that one, because we're coming from a happy hour with the Club WPT community, everybody's going to be drunk. So it's not going to be like a
Right.
serious, people will probably be drinking at the table. But it's like a real fun environment. It's cool. But that I don't, that's on my tournament schedule, if you will, but I don't really count that one. And then I'm playing the Prime, and then I'm hoping to play at least one more $1,100 bullet, whether it's a second bullet into the Prime or a main event satellite. So that's kind of my generalized tourney schedule for now.
Awesome.
So
Very good. Very good, bud. Good luck and all that. And
yeah,
I'm sure our paths will cross several times.
for sure, for sure. But yeah, I'm
It,
definitely.
it,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
I was
Finish
just
what
gonna say I'm definitely gonna host a space in the next day or two, um, to just like catch up with everybody and put all this out there. And
Good.
I'm just waiting on something so I can share the whole story of everything that's going on. But yeah, some of the other stuff, I've just been this last month and a half, like I've been coaching a soccer team. So it's just been super busy, and um,
I did that.
it's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I coached my son's
I
Yeah.
love it.
rec league soccer team. It's been a ton of fun. I'm sore every day after practice. I feel like I was
Yeah,
out
I
there
did it, but
playing.
I wasn't out there playing because
Yeah, I feel
I'm not out there playing with the kids. Not
like
happening.
I had a
Okay, for
blast.
those of you that are, sorry, Brett.
Yeah.
For those of you that are just joining, Josh is MIA right now, so we're just going to chat with each other. So if you want to come chat with us, please do.
Yeah, Josh is so busy. I'm sure he got pulled into some kind of meeting or something.
Absolutely, no
You know,
worries.
Friday afternoons are usually good, but you just never know, man. Like these businesses, especially in his position. So ASG,
Absolutely.
that is quite the avatar you've got there.
I asked him about it earlier. It
Is
is
it
actually because he lost a bet,
is
but
there
he
a
gets.
cease and desist letter? Have you gotten one yet?
He's
There's
going to change
trademarks
it
on that.
Monday. He said he gets to change it Monday.
Oh, thank goodness. Remember when reminds me of when you guys were all I jump on the space and you guys are all WWE
Yeah,
characters, Hulk Hogan and everything.
yes. We did that for the asshole known as AP. But anyway, I was in a space earlier today, and Mike, the crazy Mike from Texas, was just
Yeah.
talking about how you and him are best friends right now, and that I should unblock him because you did. And I said, Mike, for months, Brian wouldn't unblock you and told me not to.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, I know, but we're best friends now.
I don't know if we're I mean, okay, well,
Well, he was trying to plead his case for
it
me to
it
unblock
sure
him.
it sure beats whatever we were before, I will say, because
But he was trying to make it sound like, I have a problem. No, Mike, I told him, I said, all it takes is you to apologize, dude. That's it.
yeah.
Anyway, I thought it was funny. If you
I
only
think
knew.
I think he thinks he's being funny sometimes, and it comes across as kind of not kind of, but I was offended. Let's just put it that way. And then
Yeah.
I talked to Snoop, and Snoop said, "Yeah, whatever, And I don't know. I don't like holding grudges
Well,
against people and whatever. I'm certainly like if the guy comes up and he's like gonna be controversial or whatever, like wants just if he does more of what he did before, then whatever. But I will say he has been very nice since then. That doesn't mean that you have to do anything, Sherry.
well, I'm just going to tell you how the
It's like
conversation ended.
up to you.
we were in the
Yeah.
space about 20 minutes together, and I was like, hey Snoop, I need to leave because I got to get ready for our space tonight. And while I'm trying to say that, Mike is pressing the fart button, and Snoop is yelling at Mike to stop it.
Stop.
And I said, Snoop, do you still wonder why I have him blocked? I mean, there you go. He's rude. I don't like rude. He can be rude in other people's spaces, but he's not coming into my space to be rude. Like, fuck off.
Okay, Sherry, but that is a little funny. Like what he did to me, like, and what he said to a lot of people. So, like like I said, I think he thought he was being. I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, way the benefit of the doubt, So whatever, and
Okay, and you know
definitely
that's not what you said 5 months ago about that situation, right?
no, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
because at that time, what he had said was kind of not kind of, it was very rude and like I didn't even know who he was or anything, and he
Yep.
had said something, and I was really like pissed about it. No, no two ways about it.
Oh, I know. I
But
know.
I'm all about like I don't want to be whatever. It's
Look, I'm going to tell you something.
just Twitter.
Look, I'm going to tell you something. I could care
Yeah,
less what this person does. When we're in
yeah,
another space together, I could care less, but you're just not coming into my space to disturb it.
yeah, and that's your right to
Yeah,
do if
that's
that's what
it.
you want to do.
End of discussion.
And you certainly, certainly shouldn't. Nobody should have to put up with, and I'm not saying this about him, but other situations, right, that we all know where people
Yep.
were, frankly abusive, and nobody should ever put up with that,
Well,
especially
and if
not
you
from
can't
somebody
respect
they
the
don't know.
fact that I don't find it funny, I find it offensive, then you don't want to be my friend because you keep doing it. You're just being an
Yeah.
asshole. So there you go.
Yeah. I think that we like I said, we've talked.
Yep.
I don't hold a grudge. He hasn't done anything that to me, he hasn't said anything since it seems like, you know, it seems like it maybe was what it was, at least with me, like he was trying to be funny or whatever. And I don't know. Anyway, so,
I just thought it was
but
funny
I
that,
will say, if he said the same thing, right? Like it would still not be funny, right? Like it was just like
and
not
that's what he doesn't
funny.
get. He doesn't get that
So
because he
yeah.
thinks it's funny. He thinks everybody thinks it's funny. And if I'm saying it's not funny, then it's not funny to me. Like, back off. Like, respect my space.
Well,
Anyway,
yeah.
Wolfie, come on up and talk to us, Wolf.
I just want to say ACP thumbs up or thumbs down. Are you coming? Are you still coming to Vegas? Or come up and speak to us.
Uh-oh.
ACP,
Oh, I'm crying with you, ACP.
I'm gutted.
Now listen, Donna's
Drop me a
flying
DM.
all of the way across the world. We all got to be there. That's what I told my wife. I said, "Hey, Donna's flying way all the way across the world. We got to be there. We got to be there. There's no two
Gotta
ways
be
about it."
there. Gotta be there.
Hey, my phone's on
Hey,
5%, so
Wolfie.
it might die, but I'll stay on as long as I can.
How are you, Wolf?
Good, good. Looking forward to this month for sure.
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah, so did Josh already come on and leave, or I just got here?
Nope, Josh has not come on, and I've not heard from him, so he must be tied up with something.
Oh, okay.
So, we just wing it around here, Wolf. Whatever, we just go with it, bud.
Yeah, we do interviews from people in the listener spots.
Right, and we just all catch up with everybody. Like, we haven't seen you or Brad in a while, and Cardi's here. I haven't seen him in a while, so we just catch up with everybody.
Yeah, I've definitely been on a spaces break. From the addiction, I've definitely winded it down a bit.
Good for you, bud. Sometimes it's just good to do that. Donna and I talk about that all the time. We're like, we're out. We're break time.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's good for the soul. King Carney, how you doing, bud?
Doing okay. Just coming to the reality that I look like I'm 12 years old and I've worked in a coal mine for 40 years with a beard shaved off.
Well, on behalf of women that like clean cut guys, good for you.
I'm scared, Sherry. I'm scared. I'm having.
Donna will be gentle. You like how I threw her right under the bus, Brian?
Right under the bus.
It's okay, bitch face. I'll get you back.
If you guys are still on in like 10 minutes, I'll be back. I'm gonna try and grab a charger at the gas station.
Okay, Wolf.
All right, Wolfie.
These things eat
ACP.
your battery so bad.
It
ACP.
does. Go ahead, Donna. Sorry.
ACP, please drop me a DM. I've got something for Sienna.
Hey, Michael. Hope you're well, bud. Hope your mom's doing well.
Hi, Asimov. Or Isaac Asimov. I like his books. They're cool.
So
Hey,
Sherry,
Matty.
are you
Barry.
gonna teach? Are you gonna do a class on slot play and how to get the most comps?
Wait, do a class on what, honey?
On how to get the most comps at slots.
Oh, we could do hot slots. Hot slots
Oh, there
101.
you go. There you go. No, that's really unethical, Sherry. Sherry, it's unethical to be,
claim that slots get hot.
yeah, to claim that slots, and it's also unethical to steal people's money as well, for sure.
Yeah.
It
And
is.
and we all have gotten those lessons taught to us over and over again in these spaces this last few months, haven't we?
We have, yes, for sure.
It's
No, no,
unfortunate.
yeah, we should really have a slots ethics class while we're in Vegas. I think that would be great.
Listen, I'm gonna cut to the chase. Keep your money in your pocketbooks and your wallet, folks.
That's
That is
the
the
AP
best.
move.
Say that
No
again.
way.
That's the
You
AP
gotta,
move. Keeping your money in your wallet.
no, you gotta find the hot slots. That's what I was told.
Now, I will tell you that I'm doing a group poll. If for anybody that's interested. Oh, that's so funny. Oh Lord, what can I say? Never a
You
dull
know,
moment.
here's the thing. Like, I just want to say, like, as far as Ben's, and I don't know what he said or anything like that, but I think it was really cool of him to give out those prizes and whatever, like, whatever it is, it is. Like, I mean, dude
Well,
just got done giving away a ton of stuff, and then everybody's all on him about
well,
all that stuff.
and we
It's,
talked about it several times over the summer when we covered the WSOP. It was so nice of him to, have contests where people could win main event seats, an opportunity of a lifetime. And if you went to go do one of his challenges, there were typically less than 50 people there. So you had a 1 in 50 chance for free to try to win a 10K seat into the
yeah,
main event. Like he
Sherry,
was doing amazing things,
Sherry, I walked up. They were having the scavenger hunt. And I
right?
happened to be there at the time it was gathering. And I'm like, Abby, let's go see, just see. And I walked up and there's probably what, 30 people there? I'm like,
Yeah,
a 1 in 30 shot at a main event seat, and I got two people here. Abby, let's do this thing. Like I know
exactly.
we're probably not gonna win. Actually, it was funny. I sent a picture of the people to Dutch Boyd because I was like, hey Dutch, what would you do? How would you strategize this? And he circles my my daughter's feet that had sandals on, and then circles all these people that have like track shoes and Like they look like they're ready for the track, and he's like, "You're drawing dead, Brian."
I remember that. We talked about that.
This was crazy.
But a 1 in
But
30 chance at a main event seat. Like, how can you find fault with this guy? He's
and
trying to do good with what he has. Like, what are
and
we doing here, people?
and it was fun too. Like I got in a high speed pursuit against this guy that tried to hit and run, and then he turns right on what's that road that goes by the Sands Convention Center? I don't, maybe it's Sands or something, and it curves around right by the Wynn, in between the Venetian and the
Oh,
Wynn.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And so as soon as he turned right, I'm like, oh, you are toast because it always stops there. Like, and you're just going to be in traffic, and then I'm going to take pictures of your license plate. So I just pulled up behind him and took a bunch of pictures of his license plate and then submitted those to the police.
I
So
remember that. I remember that. But, going back to Ben's, this guy,
yeah,
is giving online tickets away every day. And you know what? It's that old saying, don't tap the glass. Like, don't tap the glass. Like, there's nothing wrong with what he's doing. Don't tap the
there's nothing
glass.
wrong. And honestly, if you're not smart enough to realize that there's some kind of different thing going on, if he's playing consistently thousands of times. I mean, we all know slots and the odds, and like, I mean, even somebody that doesn't know a lot about gambling knows, like, you know, if it's 98% or 95 or 90 or offshore worse or whatever, like we all know what the deal is. Like,
And guess what? And some of us may not want to know. Like,
yeah,
some of us may not want to know. Like, okay, he's doing good with the money. Like, okay, I don't, I'm not going to dive into his, where's it coming from? Is he a sponsored? Isn't he? Is he? I don't care. Like,
can you imagine this in person? Like you got this guy and you're all in Vegas and he's walking around talking about the odds and stuff. And you're just trying to get lucky and win some money. Like I know I'm gonna lose. It's fine. But like I might win. I might get lucky and win. And that, like
right,
some people, my grandmother used to say, if they would just let me give my $100 and play for an hour and then go, like she just wanted to play cards, like she would be happy just giving them the $100. Some people are there just to have a good time, like, and
right.
that's like just got to overthink everything, and everything's got to be a strategy for whatever. Like,
Well, and I'm going to tell you, all these people that are finding fault, if he said, hey, all you people come here and I will give you all a seat into the, $1,500 millionaire maker, every
right,
last one of them would go get that
yeah,
buy-in.
right.
I wouldn't.
Shut up.
I've got principles, mate. You know that.
Sherry, if they were giving out, if he was giving out tickets to the $30 Scuzzball Classic, we would all be there, right? Like
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
we're
Nope.
we're in.
I
Come
mean,
on, Donna, you'd be the first
No.
one
okay,
there.
if he was giving away Thunder Down Under tickets, we would be there,
Nope.
Yes.
Donna. Lies.
Nope.
So Donna, I went over to Thunder Down Under one time, and I went in, and I said, is it open mic night? Like I want to get up there, and they said no. They refused. Can you believe that?
I
Is that
can believe
crazy?
that, my dear. I can.
Is that crazy?
Oh my God, you're so funny. For
Yes.
those of you that are just joining us, Josh was supposed to be our guest tonight, and my guess is he's probably tied up at work. I have not heard from him, which is very unusual. So we're
Yeah.
just chatting. If any of you like to join us on a microphone, please request it in the bottom left. And we're just catching up because some of us haven't seen some of the folks that are showing up here. Haven't spoke to them in a few, days or weeks or whatever. So just catching up. So if you'd like to join us, please do.
You know what you guys were just talking about right now? I remember when all that was happening during the WSOP. It was so cool to see that. I remember the tweets just started flooding. We're going to Caesars. We can't go to Caesars. We're going to the Horseshoe. Like, yo, so dope, man. So dope. It
You
was
know,
great.
I was trying to somehow get a ride for the racing one because my brother is actually like a NASCAR driver, and like I wanted to have him drive and me win the seat, because I'm
That's
like, what are
dope.
the I said, what are the odds that you would beat a bunch of guys that really aren't race car drivers? And he's like, there's no way they would beat me. It just would not happen. I'm like, I
Yeah,
couldn't
same
get
here, but
get on
fun
And
to
board.
how
watch for sure.
and how fun was that contest? Come to the track, and whoever has the best time is going to get a seat. I mean, how amazing is that offer?
It's amazing. And as good as I am at Mario Kart, I was tempted, but I I don't know if my game was going to translate, you know?
I hear you. I hear you. But I knew a couple of people that actually did do the race car challenge with him,
Are you talking about the
and
bins
they
one?
had a blast.
Are you guys talking about the?
I'm
Are you
Yeah.
talking
sorry.
about the bins one? I did that.
Oh, right. Yeah, John, you were one of them
Yep.
too. And Janine, a friend of mine, Janine, was one of them. And tell us about your experience with that, John.
Oh man, it was great. Like driving out there was fun with my family, but then like we got there and couldn't sleep the night before, and then we just got there, met Ben, and then he said, "Okay, here's we're gonna drive Ferraris," and then signed us up, and he paid for everything, and then we just my Ferrari actually like blew up the transmission on my second lap, so I had to like pull back in and get a second one. So that was kind of nerve wracking. Um, I felt,
Not many people could say that.
oh, I
Hey,
know,
I blew the tranny on a Ferrari.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, like the guy, because you have to have a coach in the car with you. Like he rides in the passenger seat.
yeah.
And I have some decent racing experience myself, so I felt like I was kind of everybody thought I was the front runner to win the whole thing, just from our social media posts. I ended up getting like
Right.
second because like after the transmission blew out on the one, the guy told me a hard time at first, but then he said it wasn't my fault. He goes, these things happen all the time because people are driving them hard, all summer long, and then you just have to see when it went. But that kind of messed with my nerves. And I'm not trying to make excuses, but I think that's why I was a little slower than I probably would have been. But it was good. It was awesome. Like I got to meet Boski and Will Jaffe was there, and Lawn Car was there. There was a bunch of people. It was just an awesome
How
time.
amazing.
Yeah, it was super cool.
How amazing. And I just appreciate his efforts. Honestly, I do.
Yeah.
Um, and you know what? It's okay. I don't know all the background details, about what he's up to. And I don't need to know and I don't want to know. Like he's doing good and I can appreciate that, and yeah, so anyway, John, you gonna join us at the meetup game December 11th at the Aria?
I would love to, but I will be in the middle of preparing for finals for the kids, so I can't just bail to go
All right,
to.
bud.
I'm sorry. I would love to be there, but
That's
it's
all right,
it's just
bud.
bad
You will be
timing.
missed. Yep, I get it.
What's
We're
the
gonna have a
details for the
study.
game at the Aria?
Okay, December 11th is going to be a Spaces meetup game, and Sean McCormick and Ryan Kirk are MGM representatives and Aria MGM properties, right? Poker. And Ryan Kirk is the director of poker operations at Aria. So they're helping us with this meetup game for our Spaces folks, December 11th at noon. And we're going to start out with pizza before that 12 o'clock start time. And we're going to just meet up and we have some really fun stuff to do splash the pots with. And we're going to have 4 tables of a variety of games, low stake games. And I hope you join us.
And
Well,
Sean said that we could even spread Go Fish. Right, Sherry?
well, don't threaten me with a good time. That sounds like fun.
Well, let me know if you can make it.
I'll definitely try. As is, I want to go. I'm trying to make some of this WPT one of these games. My buddy Kenna and my other buddy Brian from James Gang are playing in some of those games. I'm trying to make it out myself. So the 11th sounds actually kind of nice because that's just about after Art Basel too. Okay, yeah, I'll let you know, Sherry. Within the week, I'll
Perfect.
let you know.
Perfect. We'd
Yeah.
love
Awesome.
to have you.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds like hella fun.
I think it's going to be a great time for us to just meet everybody we've been talking to for months, right?
Yes, exactly. I love doing the IRL stuff.
Me too. Me
For
too.
sure, and not to blow up his spot, quote unquote, but thanks, Sean, again for all that you're doing to help arrange this, and we really appreciate all of it. Like I said earlier, none of it's expected, but it's definitely appreciated for sure. So it's really cool.
It's going to be cool.
Yeah, and we're definitely getting the red carpet treatment as well, which is much appreciated. What do you mean, thumbs down?
You clouded. You clouded. I love the modesty. I love the modesty with the emojis.
I know,
Yeah,
it's all right. He knows I'm only pulling his leg. But yeah,
you're the
it really
queen,
is
Donna.
appreciated.
So
I'm not a queen. Stop it. I am not a queen. I don't sit on a throne, and don't put me on a pedestal.
I don't know. With that accent, you kind of sound like you could sit on the throne. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Abby's so funny. I love the way she says banana. I was like
banana.
cracking
I love it.
Banana.
up. Yeah.
Just for Abby.
Abby's got finals the following week, but I was telling her that's fine. Just do them do your work in the room, and and uh and then whatever. She may actually not make it to the meetup game, but she'll at least make it out there to meet up. So anyway,
Love it.
we'll see. She thought she had Monday off, but she thought I was talking about this Monday. So she
Oh, we
figured
got
that out
a little
too. But
mix up.
yeah. So, but I got my $19 flight, you guys. I'm super pumped. My
I love
Frontier
it.
Airlines.
$19
Frontier.
flight. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. What do you mean
19
$19 flight? What?
on Frontier Airlines, 19 bucks
Ah, that's why it's
each
Frontier.
way. Yeah, yeah.
Not
You got to sit on the wing, and I think
And you got to
Sean
flap
said
your
that
arms every
yeah.
20 minutes.
Sean said if there's a loss in cabin pressure, you've got to quickly pay for your mask to put on with your credit card. But
I
other
mean,
than
if
that,
Frontier goes under, it's because of Brian. Brian has gone all around this country in 100 times in the last 90 days for
oh
$19.
my gosh, we were flying, Sherry. We flew to Orlando from Southern California for the day.
I love it. I love it.
Just for fun, because we were like, when else can we do this?
You were able to go from Southern California to Florida
Yeah,
for $19?
yeah.
This
We
has
had
you gotta write something or vlog or do something about this once this is all over because that's
yeah, we
epic.
should have done a vlog.
That is
Yeah, that would have
super
been.
epic.
Yeah, we should have done a vlog, a summer vlog, maybe next summer. Because what we did is over the summer, so this time I'm not on that pass, but over the summer we had a pass and you just basically paid the taxes and fees. I think to Orlando it was like 20 some bucks or something like that. But yeah, we were just one time it was funny, we were flying back and we were in Colorado and I said, well, there's two ways to get back. Both of them we get back at 11 o'clock at night. But one way we go direct, the other way we fly to Dallas first. And then if we go to Dallas, we can get barbecue and then fly home. And of course, Abby, she's all about the food. So we went and got some barbecue in Dallas.
What an
But
amazing little bit of globetrotting. That is so
it was
cool.
just fun. Yeah. And not to have
Hell
to
yeah.
worry about the money or any of that. Like it's just like it was a lot of fun. But with Frontier, you really like the deal is you don't get to bring like a giant bag. If you get their credit card, I think they may give you a free bag if you have their credit card or whatever. So that probably would be the way to do it. But
I usually use the Amex for anything like that because, man, I love the benefits you get through Amex.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure you could even have done that because I know you can like transfer points to these airlines depending.
yeah.
This,
So
yeah, I love travel hacks. Love travel hacks.
yeah, but I don't like to like I'm not going to go for a month anyway, and I'm not somebody that needs to have a ton of different things to wear or whatever, like I don't mind even like throwing some clothes in the washer at the hotels or whatever I need to do,
I think that's
but
the smarter way to do it. Honestly, if I could go anywhere like traveling the way you were right like that, I wouldn't want to have anything more than a backpack or
yeah,
something that you could just throw overhead, right?
yeah,
Like,
that's
yeah,
it.
that's great.
You just fly around the country. So
So how what was the like that pass? How long does it last, or what's the?
so it was like 300 and some odd dollars and it lasted all summer from May to October.
Wow. Yeah, super cool. That is super cool.
A couple blackouts, and really the biggest fear for most people is before. So you have to be somewhat flexible, or not mind the idea that once in a while you're going to have to differ. But
Wow, it reminds me so much of like when I had a Disney pass. When I had a Disney pass, this is exactly what you're saying. It's like you got it for a season, you got blackout dates. Usually, it's like
yeah,
if you fly, if you would visit during the week, that would be the best because the weekends are blacked out and whatnot. Yeah, that's dope.
yeah.
I like that. If I'd have known about something like that, I'm not usually a fly guy, but that would have been cool. That would have been
Yeah,
very
we
cool.
used to do the Disney passes too before they've kind of ruined them, I think. I don't know. And they
Oh
seem
man,
like they're worth
everybody's
a lot
doing this
more.
format now. Even Universal's picked it up
Yeah,
now, and now that I think Magic Mountain bought Knott's Berry Farm, or vice versa.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
think they're about to
Not
do some kind of consolidated pass too. So we'll see. I mean, as long as the kids have fun, I have fun. So
as long as Magic Mountain doesn't get rid of Not Scary Farm, then we're okay. We're huge Not Scary Farm fans.
yeah, that's super
So
cool. That and the Boysenberry Fest. I love when they do that too.
yeah, yeah. Man, that's bummer that you guys. I wish you guys were coming out here, Sherry and Donna, because that would be fun to take you to Mrs. Knott's Chicken. I
I'm going to
should
tell you
take.
something.
Oh man,
I love Disney World and I've never been to Disneyland. And one of these days, I'm going to go to Disneyland.
you got to, Sherry. If you
Yeah,
love Disney World, I mean, you got to go to the original park.
I
There's just so
know.
many little like hidden gems there that are worth
I
seeking
know.
out.
I honeymooned at Disney World. I mean, I love Disney and I can't believe I've never been to Disneyland.
Does Disney World
well,
have Dole Whip?
yes.
Yes.
Hell
Make
yeah.
sure make sure if you do, Sherry, you let me know, obviously. But I can probably help you with rooms and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
see, yeah, definitely. Um, so
Very cool. Thank you.
Hey, well,
And that's
yeah,
a
lovely
place
speaking to
that's,
y'all. My bad, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm about to slide out. I have a space I have to prep for in a little bit. But great talking to you guys and catching up. I'll let you know, Sherry, within the week.
Perfect.
I'm gonna super try to make it. That sounds like too much fun to miss.
Well, we would
So
love to have you. Let me
yeah,
know, bud.
yeah,
that would be
definitely. You guys
great.
have a lovely rest of your evening. Okay.
Okay, you
Yeah,
too, bud.
you
Take care.
two take
see,
care.
hopefully see you in Vegas.
Yes, indeed. All right, y'all.
Bye.
All right, Sherry, you want to wrap it up, or where do you
Yes,
want to
I
go?
do, and I appreciate anybody else have anything they'd like to add before we do end the space. I'm sorry, Josh probably got tied up. Um, he's built that new studio and in the process of building that new studio in Henderson, Nevada. So I'm sure that he is just busy and
Yeah, the guy's kind of has a
Yeah,
lot of irons in the fire.
he certainly does. Um,
We'll reschedule with him.
and I've already sent him that message. And tomorrow night at 8 p.m., I'm going to unfortunately have to expose a space cadet who scammed a friend of mine. So I hate it, but I don't want anybody else to be scammed by this person. So I will expose them tomorrow. And the reason why I didn't do it today is just because I've been too busy trying to get ready for Vegas and working on this meetup game. So it'll be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Wolfie, welcome back, bud. You get your charger? Well,
He
I'm.
ran.
Did you have something to add?
Yeah, I had to get the charger and spend the money so I can make sure I talk to you guys. But I heard you providing an update about the thing that you're mentioning with the scammer. Can I guess who it is, or because I think I know who it is, or do I have to wait?
You are welcome to. I'm going to tell you something. You are welcome to guess, but I'm also welcome not to answer.
Well, the only person I know that like came to Vegas to try and spin up a roll or whatever and take some shots was Aces Up, like the Frankie guy.
As I said, I'm going to choose not to answer until tomorrow.
Well, I hope maybe it's a good guess. But yeah, that sucks.
And part of that is I just don't want to get into it tonight because it's been a very exhausting day. And I've been working on this meetup game and honestly trying to pack in between. And I just don't want to open that can of worms today.
What's PAL?
I'm going to guess.
Sorry, go ahead, Brian.
Sherry, I'm going to guess on two extremes here, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to guess a drunken pirate circus tent operator. I'm just kidding. Or Donna.
Oh,
Two total extremes.
it's definitely Donna. It's definitely
yeah.
Go ahead, Brad.
Yeah, blame me. I don't care.
I know, that's why I said that.
I was just gonna ask you guys, whoever's here in the room. I mean, what's your guys' schedule for Vegas? When are you guys getting there?
I'm getting there kind of late. I'm getting there not late Sunday, early Sunday, and then I'm leaving on Tuesday, so I'm not going to be able to be there too long, which means that I can't play really any of the big events this time around.
And I will be there. I get there Monday, and I'll be there through the 15th.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of the space cadets are staking me for the 600 turn tomorrow, so I'm super excited for that.
Oh, yay!
That's cool.
Oh, that's awesome, Wolfie.
That's super cool.
Go.
Well, I will say this to everybody. When I'm out there, I would love to meet up with everybody. I would love to catch up with everybody. That's what it really intrigues me about the meetup game. It's kind of a central spot where everybody will be. So that's super exciting if I can be there. But yeah, even beforehand, like I would love to just meet up with some of y'all, grab a bite, grab a drink, whatever, for sure.
What dates are you going to be in?
I come in from the 6th to the 12th is when I know for sure I'm going to be there. Praying.
And then hopefully, hopefully you make multiple days, right?
Exactly. Yeah. There's a scenario where I go back to Vegas. Like if I have a friend that makes a final table, I have a lot of friends that are playing the tournament or so I promise a lot of people if they make a deep run, make a final table, I'm coming. So, but apart from that, in that scenario, I would probably just come back for the final table, to be honest. But yes, I need a day 2, day 3 run to truly stay through the event.
How many days long is it expected to be?
So, put in perspective, day 1A of the Prime, I'm playing Friday 8. So day 1A of the Prime is the 7th. Okay. Day 1D of the prime is the 11th. Okay. There's 4 or 5 days, and then they take a break for the final table, because what they're doing is they're doing a production. So it's easiest for them, I imagine, to when they're producing final tables to, like, for production purposes, to do them all together. They did the same thing previously. I don't know if you guys noticed during the tour, they had the Seminole Hard Rock, the Choctaw, and the Gardens final tables all met up at HyperX in 3 days span.
Yep.
So what they're doing for this festival, they have the prime, the 1 million for one drop, and the main event, Final Table Productions, 19th, 20th, 21st. So now rewinding, the prime is, I think, 3 days or 4 days. I think it's 4 days, and then the final table. So day 2 would officially be the 12th, 13th, maybe the 14th, I believe, and then the final table. So you'd have a break from the 14th to the 19th.
Oh, so you're not able to get into the 10K?
So good question. It's a really good question. You don't really run into each other until day 5 of the main runs is the 19th, is the day of the final table for the prime. That's where they actually cross paths at a different point on like day 1C or D of the main, but you have multiple flights that you can play, so they don't have to cross paths for you. You could play a different flight in the main, which starts on the 12th. So the 12th is day 1A, and then the 13th. They have 4 flights for the main. So 12th, 13th, 14th are all 1A. So I know by the 14th, I'm pretty sure the prime is done. So you could, in theory, play both.
Are you going to play the main event?
I no, I don't have a bankroll like that. What I do plan on doing is play a satellite, so I can get in there. They have $1,100 satellites, and they have a $400 satellite beforehand, where you can win 2 $1,100 bullets, which would basically give me a bullet into the prime and the main event satellite. That's the goal. Just go beat this $400 double satellite. It's but
Nice.
if not, I am buying into the prime for sure. There's a $500 like special Club WPT final table. What's cool about that? It's a 50K guarantee. It's not a huge guarantee, but if you make the final
I saw
table,
that. Can you explain that a little better? I saw final table challenge.
Yeah. So this is really cool. Like, and honestly, if you guys play this tournament, make sure you connect with me, because this is super critical. Sign up for Club WPT, because all you have to do is have a Club WPT account. And if you make the final table, you get a prime seat. So it's a free roll on an opportunity of getting a prime, because if you're going to play the tournament, it's a cash tournament. But if you make the final table, they're doing like basically a $9,900 added, where the final table, they're going to give out 9 prime seats to everybody at the final table, as long as they're Club WPT members. So you play that event, make sure you sign up for a Club WPT account. Even just a free account, and you're eligible, even if it's a free account. So
That's interesting.
yeah. So that's something that I'm definitely going to be playing. It's a $500. It's strange, because mostly when you play like a quote unquote satellite tournament, there's no cash involved. Same thing, vice versa. When you're playing a cash tournament, there's not a satellite involved. It kind of has the elements of both, right? And so let's say they hit the guarantee, the cash prize is just going to go up. It's not going to go into the tickets. So no matter what, it's basically the only tournament that's guaranteed to overlay, because they're just going to they have a 10K added no matter what the prize pool is, right? So it's guaranteed to overlay by 10,000 because of the tickets that they're giving away.
That's cool.
So value-wise, it's a awesome tournament to play at a smaller price point, and you have an opportunity to win a seat into the prime if you make the final table. You figure, do the math, $500, 50,000 guaranteed. You can kind of estimate what their estimated field's going to be like. It is a late night tournament, 7:30. So I have heard word that they possibly will do a day 2 on that one. Final table could be the next day, depending on how late it goes. But yeah, I think that's a great tournament. I'll be playing that one. It's a cash tournament and an opportunity to also win a ticket.
Any other tourneys series like Orleans has a lot more like affordable tournaments with big guarantees as well.
Right. If you guys are there early, they have the $400 double satellite. It's a milestone satellite. It's $1,100, but you get it's basically $2,200 in tournament tickets, basically, or tournament money. So I'm gonna play that. I might even fire a couple bullets into that, but we'll see. I'm gonna play it by year. Hopefully, I bink the 400, go play the prime, run deep in that. The other 1100, I put it into the main. I bink that satellite, and for $400, I play the prime and the main. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, same. I'm hoping to run up that 600 into some kind of cash because like it was gonna be either I play the 600 or I do the Spaces meetup game, and I was like, well, I'd rather play the Spaces meetup game if I had to choose. So I was like, so I was grateful that someone stepped in to stake me because now if I just can do that, then I can hit a prime buy-in maybe if I win enough.
Right.
So
Exactly.
yeah, fingers crossed.
Well, good luck, man, and definitely let's link up. But yeah, I'm gonna play the prime for sure. That's the only thing I feel pretty confident that I won't miss. But the main, I have to win my way there.
You can do it.
I can do it. That would be I have satellited into tournaments before, so I feel like once we get out there, break the ice, and I feel I'll be all right.
Sherry, you gonna play anything besides the meetup game?
Um, I'm laughing because I have not played one hand of cash this year because I'm focusing on tournaments. So the meetup game is probably the one game I will not play. And I will play if we need a player. But I'm not planning to play because I feel like we'll have plenty of people to fill seats. But I will play if we need a body. So that's why I chuckled because of all the games, that's the one I'm probably not going to play. I honestly started to look at that on Wednesday, and then all this took off about the meetup game. So I have not looked at it again. And I fly out on Monday, so I'll have plenty of time on the airplane to start really kind of looking at that. There are some really good price point ladies tournaments going on. And I may do one or two of those. And I haven't really figured out the WPT schedule for myself yet. I definitely can't afford the ladies tournament though, the $1,100 buy-in.
Yeah.
I didn't sell any peaches this summer, and that's my poker money. So I definitely do not have the buy-in for the ladies tournament.
But I've said, Sherry, if you want to go play poker, don't worry. I've got enough people to entertain me.
Oh yeah, honey. Oh yeah. Let me just tell it. Yeah. In case I haven't, you know, every morning you just say, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Whatever. We'll figure it out.
I ain't got a clue. I'm just, as Bobby says, I'm going to be flying back seats in my pants, and I am going to have some pants on.
Well, you may not, but that's none of our
I will
business.
be having pants on. I'm just staying on.
That's none of our business. But I will tell you, Saturday we're going to do the slot pool and dinner, and Sunday we got another dinner.
Okay, no worries.
So,
yeah. Yeah, Brad, I arrive on the 8th.
Nice. We'll
at
definitely link up.
9. So next Friday I fly.
Nice. That's exciting. You got to be excited. Have you ever been to Vegas?
Yeah, I've been once before. I mean, last year, Joey he did this competition and he put my name forward. And because my daughter was ill, I took myself out of that competition. And I turned around and I said, let others do it. I said, it's not my time, but I'm sure there'll be another time that I will be able to come to Vegas. And I don't think last year was the right time for me to go, even if I had the opportunity. This year is the right time to go.
And you know what? And you had a community rally behind you on that. So, that's a crazy story. And I'm glad that you're going to be out here this year. And I look forward to meeting you for sure. I know lots of people do. And you're awesome and part of this community. And
Thank you.
I'm excited for you to be out there.
Thank you. But as I said to Sherry earlier, I said last year wasn't my time. So I gave that chance to somebody else because I think I was in with a bloody good shot of winning it. And I thought, no, I can't do that. So I put it out there that I'm out of the running, etc., etc. And as I say, this time is meant to be for me. I mean, I know Joey's excited because I've sent him a message and I went, Joey, I'm coming over. There's only 7 days left. And he went, let's fucking go. Eat emojis. I'm thinking, sir.
Joey's a cool dude. I got to meet him twice last year, very brief. I got to meet him at the Doyle Bronson book signing and at the players' party, but very brief, And he's a cool dude, and I listened to him in the spaces when he used to come on. His whole pod and the things that he was doing and his interrogations when he was doing them, like
Oh, God, them
he's
interrogations.
he's so great. Like I love Joey Ingram. He's a great dude. And have you ever met him?
I've never met him, no, but
Oh,
I've
you're gonna.
seen his mum.
Yeah,
He sent me a picture with him and his mum one time, and his mum's a darling. His
yeah,
mum's lovely.
yeah. He's a good dude. I definitely get good vibes from that guy for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet him. I mean, Joey knows I've got his back. I mean, he used to tell me to stop stressing about him. I said, get some sleep. Stop stressing. Shut up. I'm thinking I'll slap you.
And
But
we
yeah,
love us some Joey, that's for sure.
of course.
Love us some Joey.
So hopefully he's going to turn up at the meetup game as well.
Fingers crossed. Fingers
Yep,
crossed.
fingers crossed.
I think that, maybe a few other folks will drop in and surprise us, which would be extra special, of course.
Yeah, I think there could be a few special guests too, which is
Yep.
going to be a very nice surprise, not only for me and Sherry, but for all the other people that's there too. And if the special guests do turn up, I'll be thanking them for taking time out of their busy schedule to come see us.
For sure. For sure. Hey, Murph, how are you, bud?
Very well, thanks, Sherry. G'day to everyone else. I'm sorry I missed the chat with Josh. I think I was literally waking up.
Oh,
So,
you missed such a good chat. It went by so fast. It was like a blink of the eye. You
yeah,
missed such a great interview, dude.
yeah, yeah. No, I thought maybe it'd be on for. I could imagine Josh chatting for as long as possible. But yeah.
Okay, Merv, I got to stop you. I'm just pulling your leg. Poor Josh did not show up tonight. So we're
Oh,
going to
oh,
have to reschedule him. I'm just poking at you, bud. I can't do
gotcha. Yeah, no,
I can't do it no longer. I can't do it. Lightning will strike me.
I'm a bit the same. If I start to tell someone a fib, I get about 10 seconds into it, and then I've got to got to give it up.
I can't do it. I can't do
Yeah.
it.
Uh, I just heard you talking about the meetup and Donna getting to meet Joey. I have to tell my favorite story of meeting Joey was when he was, or it's my only time meeting Joey, but yeah, he was meant to register for the main event, and he got everyone to like, retweet, follow the post. He got thousands of follows, and the winner would get a free roll, and did all of that. And then when it came to registering, they got the time mixed up, and they rocked up to register, and they were told that they were late by I think an hour. The late max last reg for the main event, and a lot of people just hung shit on him, saying, "Oh, you were never going to play anyway." But I got to see him just after that event, and he had a hot dog and probably a double Jack and Coke in his hand. He was dressed up like a European pro with the tracky pants, the sunnies, the hood. No one would have ever recognized him. That was his plan. He'd spent probably longer dressing up.
That's why
Could have
he
made
was
him.
so late.
I know, right? And, yeah, got to sit down with him, and it was sort of like catching someone just after they bust a tournament. He just had that sort of, oh, I'm down, I need to drink more Coke, more Jack, and eat more hot dogs. And but yeah, got to have a really good chat with him, and he's just an awesome guy. So yeah, send my love from down under. I know he's got a thing about coming down to Australia, so he probably won't make it. So you'll have to send my love from here when you see him.
Of course I will, Nerve. Of course I will.
Awesome. Yeah, and I've got. I'll probably end up listening to you guys while I'm driving. I've got to drive. I've made it day 2 today. Same with whiskey. Actually, we both got through.
That's awesome. Good for you guys. What are you guys playing?
So it's a $200 buy-in. It's the mini main event. It was a 50K guarantee. The prize pool's now 90. So I think it's 20,000 something up top. 50 odd get paid, and we've got 111 going back today. So
Good for you guys. Good luck to you and whiskey. That's
Let's
awesome.
fucking go. I was
yeah,
gonna mention that whiskey was in here earlier, and that's how you come in. And I meant to ask this. I'm so glad. I heard whiskey made a comment in either the group chat or a post. And good luck to both of you guys. Hell yeah, keep us posted.
yep. No, we'll try and give some updates. I know whiskey got through. His stack's still okay, 100,000, and we come back at 2555. So he had a really tough table all day, and he was down at 25. Start stack was 40. He was down to 25 really early, and he just kind of ground it back up. And it felt like every break I saw him, he was still on the starting stack of 40. So to see him at the end of the night with about 100, it was pretty cool.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
I
Hey,
actually made it through with probably my biggest day 2 bag. I think 260.
nice.
Yeah, average is about 190.
Let's
And
go.
Let's
yeah,
go.
I had probably one of the easiest tables, which I was very grateful for. We kept knocking out the same seat. People kept coming to our table, and we kept knocking out the same seat. Happened about 6 times before a different seat got knocked out.
Oh,
So
to death.
yeah, and then today I saw my table draw. The chip leader's got 600,000. He's going to be, well, he'll be my button when I'm big blind. So I'm not expecting any walks, not like last night. But the rest of the rest, I'm the second chip leader on the table. So
Nice.
yeah,
It's better that he's to your right than to your left, though. Even still.
totally. Yeah. I'm definitely totally just going to lap that up and be able to watch him play and see which hands he doesn't get in, because I got a feeling he's going to be pretty active. Yeah.
Very
So
good.
Best of luck to both of you.
Definitely. That's super dope. $200 into 20K. That's a spin up right there.
Right
oh
on.
yeah, for first, yeah. So yeah, I've sort of got. I mean, I don't always shoot for first. always like to kind of shoot for a final table to give myself a shot at anything on the final table. So the payouts are really, really flat and low until you get to the top 15 or so. So just making a cash usually is one of my goals, but this one's not so important. It's more important to get down to those last couple of tables. Final 6, if I make 6, that'll be my highest win ever. And the 20 grand would be very appreciated. Would nearly be enough to get me to just jump on a plane to Vegas and be at the meetup game with you guys.
Let's
Ooh.
go.
Oh,
Do it.
do it.
Unfortunately, we've got a bit of a doggy to look after, so I can't really see it happening. Although, who knows, if there was a really cheap fare going and I'm just going for 2 or 3 days, well, it might be possible. But no,
I like
realistically,
your thinking.
I never want to close the door on anything, just in case. Yeah. So, but realistically, yeah, I probably won't be making it. So you guys have an awesome time. I'm going to be pretty. I don't get jealous very often, but I would have really liked to have been there. So
Yeah,
hopefully we're all still
there's
going.
gonna
Yeah,
be a lot of people with FOMO.
yeah,
Believe me.
But you know what? Let's hope this is the first of many.
yeah, yeah. That's. I'd love to make the next one.
Next one will
And
probably be World Series.
what's that?
Next one will probably be World Series.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Right on,
And
Wolfie.
don't be shy to crank a space up too if you're there. I know you guys will be busy actually meeting people in real person, which is a real
Oh, we
gift.
might crank a space up just for you, Merv.
Yeah,
Look,
get a thing.
I've already got that on my list of things to do, you guys, because like I said, I probably won't be playing that day, so I think a space would be fun, and we could just let everybody give a shout out in the space. I think that'd be a blast.
Yeah, yeah,
I
definitely
mean, I
would.
remember one time at MPF, me and Wacky Jackson, Jason Glatzer, we were in the beer garden with Kat and everybody else, and somehow Jason got hold of Kat's phone, and we went on her Twitter, and we did a video, and it was hilarious. She doesn't even remember how we got hold of her Twitter account. But yeah, we did a video of us lot being pissed. It was
I love that.
hilarious. Yeah.
I love that so much.
So anything and everything can happen, especially when it comes to a space.
Hell yeah.
Definitely good luck to both of you. That's awesome. I hope you both make the final table and end up heads up. How amazing would that be?
Yeah, that's the.
I mean, there's only 100 and something left, so it's not like insanely impossible, right?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it.
How many day one flights were there? And just out of curiosity, how many people entered?
So there was three flights. 100 in the first, 200 in the second, and about 230, I think, in the third. Yeah, we had about 63 go through yesterday, I think. So
There you
shouldn't
go.
feel a bit.
Yeah, yeah. And as normal, usually you see the progressive growth of fields as you get through. Usually your 1As are smallest, your last flight's usually your biggest. Um,
Yeah,
that's
this one they even had they had reserves once we got up to about 200.
oh wow.
Oh, actually, no, I think it was about 100 at 180 or so. They, we were all thinking that there might even be a few more. They had to have reserves for a while. So that's how
You got
chockers
to
it
wait
was.
for people to get knocked out.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah.
That's
All right.
cool. Good
So I
luck,
can see.
both of you guys. Keep us
Thanks, man.
posted for sure.
Yeah. No, we'll do. I can see whiskey down there. Just about probably about 40 minutes. I think there's traffic on the bridge, so I probably won't get there much before 1. But I'll catch you when you get there.
I love it. I love this so much. Oh, space is such a wonderful thing. And I look in this room right now, so to speak, in this space, and I see like it's like sort of the old gang is back together. Now, of course, there's some folks that are missing here. Um, but it certainly is nice to look in this telephone and see these profile pics and just think, oh, these are some of the folks we started with in spaces, and it's awesome.
I
Yeah, I
couldn't
always like.
agree more.
Yeah.
So where are you going to be then, Brad? While you're over in Vegas, are you just going to be camped at WPT?
So yeah, I'm pretty much going to be pretty much there the most of the time. I have something scheduled there pretty much every day. Satellite, the Prime, and then I have a Club WPT festivity planned on Saturday morning daytime. I pretty much wide open. I don't have anything planned. Um, Sunday is what's the date? Sunday's the 10th. Sunday's kind of a unique day for me. Or Sunday's the 10th, right? No, Sunday's the
Yeah.
11th. Let me look at
So,
the
Sunday
calendar.
10th.
Yeah, Sunday's the 10th. So the 11th is the one is the 1A of the main. And I will tell you guys, I recommend if you guys are in Vegas, I recommend just go to the event. There'll at least be a tribute to the Doyle Brunson, of course. Last year they did a tribute to Mike Sexton. And it was an awesome show. It's like a 30-minute show. So I want to be there for 1A of the main, but I just want to be there for that at least. Hopefully, I'm playing in the damn thing, to be honest with you. But um, I mean, in all honesty, that's really all I have planned for Sunday. I gotta look at the calendar to make sure that's right because 1A of the main might be Monday. No, no, no. Hold on. 1A of the main is the 12th, I
yeah,
believe.
I think it's the 12th.
Yeah, it's
That's
the
why
12th.
I think we picked the
Yeah. So,
11th for the
so
meetup day.
yeah. So 11th, the 11th is Monday. That's right. 11th is Monday, and that's the prime. 1D, and it's also the players' party. That's what's happening on the 11th.
Right.
That's what's happening on the 11th. Yes. So Sunday's also another day that it's kind of a flex day for me. So um, Saturday, Sunday, or Saturday in the morning, afternoon, kind of open, and then Sunday's kind of a flex day for me as well.
Yeah, players' parties, tickets only, isn't it?
I believe if you at least play in a satellite to a prime ticket, even you are eligible. I believe any of the satellites, if you play any satellite, you're eligible to go into the prime. I believe you don't have to actually play like the main event to go there.
Don, I'm working on that.
Yeah,
Okay,
and yeah, reach out to me as well. Um,
I get you.
you know.
I get
Um,
you.
but yeah, I think as far as like, that goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of reached out to someone else. So as soon as we hear from them, then I'll let you know, Brad.
Yeah. Definitely DM me on the side as well. I'll have more details on that, honestly, very soon. I've kind of given some possible clues here, some possibly what's going on, um, but yeah, I possibly could help as well.
Oh my God. I'm so excited, Brad. If it is.
I still don't. Yeah, I know. I'm still waiting on pins and needles, to be honest. But my part, in short, if I could be
Yeah,
as
I know.
vague as possible, my part is done, and it's just a waiting game at this point, you know.
Yeah,
So
I get you. I get you.
Well, I'm excited for whatever that is. Um, and as soon as I hear about the players party, because I've already reached out to them, I appreciate that offer. I'll let you know, Brad. I was trying to surprise a certain somebody.
I don't do surprises.
Too bad, you nosy you nosy wanker.
I had an idea that you might be reaching out anyway, so.
You just can't stand not knowing.
No, it's not that. It's just that I get
It
these
is that. It
feelings.
is 100% that. You're talking to me now.
No, sometimes you get that feeling, and it's like, yeah. Mm.
I hear you.
But I also know you as well, so.
Well, here's for those of us that are trying not to schedule anything for this trip. Let's see. Uh, Saturday is the slot pool and dinner. Sunday is the dinner. Monday's the meetup game and possibly the players party. But yeah, we're not trying to schedule anything.
And then we've got to put South Point in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, got to go to South Point.
I've never done a slot pull before. What did you guys have in mind?
Okay, so the way I do it is anybody that's interested, and I think we're up to 9 people right now. We put in $100, and when I go to wherever, so in this case, I'm going to Vegas. Um, I take however many, whatever. Right now we're $900, and I go put it in a machine, and it's double or nothing. So once I double our money, we're done. Or if we go to zero, then we're done too. Um, the last 2 pulls I've done, we have been winners. So we're going for number 3 in a row.
And then obviously, if you hit a jackpot more than 2x, it's just bonus there.
Right. And anything, taxes come out first. So yeah. There you go. That's what we do.
With the last 2 wins, just like approximately double ups, or did you happen to do better than that?
Okay, so the last win, we were in for 100 each, and we cashed out 266 each.
What games did you play? Just curious.
It was the
It was a
lightning
hot.
link, a
It was.
lightning link.
It was a hot slot. That's
It
all you
was
need to know.
it was the hot slot. We actually got 2 hand pays on the machine I was on. It was incredible. It was nuts.
What was the bet size that you were doing?
Yeah, and that's the whole key to what we're doing is that we are doing $10 bets or better. It just depends on the machine and if it's doing well. I mix it up. So I'll even go down to $5 sometimes if I just am trying to get it to start getting hot. I try to mix up the bets and sometimes I'll bet $25. Like the secondhand pay we got on that machine, we were doing pretty decent and so I just went up to $25 and I want to say it was the first or second hit on $25. I hit a hand pay for what was it? $2,600 I think. So, yeah, I don't think I've bet more than 25 in a bet on the group.
So how much were you in for when you started betting that 25?
Let's see. For that slot pool, I think there were 8 of us. I'm trying to remember.
So like, I'm just curious. Like, did you get down to like halfway, and then you were like, "All right, I'm gonna up the bet"? Or...
No. It's just this would be AP would just love to hear what I'm going to say right now. It's when I get a feeling.
Nice.
It's got to be a hot machine.
It's just when I'm
Gotta be
feeling hot. Honestly, I have played slots so many years, Wolfie, that it is just subconsciously I count I mean, subconsciously, um, I pick up patterns. I, it's weird, but I'm just telling you, it just is how my mind works. And so you can like pick up the pattern when you start to win. And so I'll be like, okay, the next few spins, we should be winning. So let me up my bet here. I mean, that's sometimes what I actually say to myself. And I'm not even doing it consciously. It's just, I've just played so many years. But typically, it's just, I'm mixing it up, you know. I
This
might
sounds
bet
like my dad's
1250. What'd you say?
Sherry. This sounds like my dad's theory on blackjack. He was like, I'm like, explain your betting to me. And he's like, well, when I win, I put more money out there, and then I win again, and then I put more money out there.
Well,
I
and
don't know.
I'm just going to tell you, it works for me. I'm just going to tell you, I mix up my betting. Sometimes I'm betting 12.50. Sometimes I'm betting $15. Most of the time, it's probably $10. But if I'm betting $10 and I'm not hitting anything, okay, then I look at it as okay, the machine's not hitting on $10 right now. I need to try a different bet size. So then maybe I'll go to 12.50. And guess what? Oh, it's starting to pay on 12.50. Okay, I'm going to stay on 12.50. Oh, it's not paying on 12.50 anymore. Okay, let me go back down to $10, or let me go up to $15 and see if it's paying at $15. So, I yeah, I don't necessarily know how to answer any of these questions, but I'm just telling you what I do, and it
If
works
you're
for me.
having fun and you're not gambling with your like rent money, then I say go for it.
Well, and typically the whole thing about the group slot pool is we're trying to bet bigger than we would probably normally bet if we were just playing a machine by ourselves. So we are pooling our money so we could place bigger bets and hopefully get a bigger jackpot. So I try to look for machines that have like a progressive jackpot on them so that we're playing for maybe $60,000 jackpot or 50,000, you know what I mean? Or one time I found a machine in Spokane, Washington. And it's still there today, $250,000 jackpot. And the biggest bet on the machine is $2.50. And so I put a post. I have a Facebook page for my slot pools, and I put a post in the Facebook page, and I said, "Look, this machine has a $250,000 jackpot. That's what it was at that time. I said the max bet's $2.50. I say we, put $100 in each, and I'm just going to sit on that machine at 250 for however much money double or nothing. And then everybody's like, no, just go all the way. Even if you win double our money, we want to just go for that 250. And so I think we put in 900 or $1,000 into that machine, and I think I sat there like 5 or 6 hours, you know. Um, but everybody was like, yeah, for that jackpot, it's worth it, right? So, we'll do something like that sometimes.
So what are we going for, Sherry? How much I gotta bring for this
$100.
$100?
$100. But here's the thing: we're doing it Saturday night. You don't get there till Sunday, so you would have to Venmo me.
Alvin or Melanie
Yeah,
or
Venmo
something.
me, and then we actually, everybody cover their ears. But we actually like video, so we like post a video on my Facebook. I'll invite you to that page, but um, so you could actually see us what we're doing with your money. But I'm going to tell you something. We've had people doing this slot pull with me since I started it, and um, they've been like at home terminally ill and just got a thrill out of being in the slot pool and watching me live, because I do a live Facebook feed of it, and watch me live doing the slot pool, because they are at home sick in bed and they can't go to a casino. We had two members like that. Unfortunately, we've lost both of them, but
Uh,
I mean, it's really, and I didn't even know the one lady was sick until one day she wrote me a private message and, she thanked me and said, it just gives me a good distraction. And then she went on to tell me what was going on. And I was like, wow, like it just floored me that, that that was going on. It was, I don't know, just brought something different to the situation. But anyway, here we are.
yeah, that's crazy.
So you're more than welcome to join us. Just Venmo me the 100, okay, bud?
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I think I'm going to be taking our out of town guests this week at some point to get knots. We were talking about knots earlier. I was like, I know the perfect place to take you to go get Knott's Mrs. Knott's fried chicken dinner.
Oh, that sounds so yummy. I haven't, I'm trying to stay away from fried foods just because I was having stomach issues. And I just made up my mind. Fried food just is not worth a stomach issue. But that sounds
Hey,
delish.
Brad, Turbo asked in one of our group chats, does anyone know if there are satellites into just the WPT Prime event? I only see bigger satellites. So that
Yes.
400 you mentioned, that's like a
Yes.
double whammy, but is there a one
Yes.
for just the Prime? There are, I think.
So those 400s basically are the satellites for the Prime. Basically, what they did last year, they had like a $200 satellite for an $1,100 Prime ticket, and they cut the tournament satellites in half, and they made them $400 for two tickets. So that basically is your satellites of the Prime, the 400.
Oh, so you just get two $1,100 vouchers and you can kind of spend them however.
Exactly.
All right, Turbo, there you go. 400. Yep, there we go, baby. Let's go, Turbs.
It's the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's the day I get there is the last one. So the sixth, the fourth, so the fourth, fifth, sixth are the $400 ones.
And Turbo, if you're free, come up and let's talk about some
Absolutely.
plans.
Yeah,
Come on,
definitely.
Turbo.
Come on, Turbo. Let's go, Turbo. Turb. Turbin Bow.
I heard the magic beep.
What's up, Joe?
Hey, what's up? I'm just getting off the freeway right now. Is anybody playing the 600 1 milli?
Oh, dude, Joe, I swear to you, bro, when I first saw the schedule, I was like, that is probably one of the I can't miss tournaments on the schedule, bro. I really wanted to be there for that. Like, that's like their launch tournament, if you will. There might even be a tournament before it, but bro, that's an epic tournament. A $600, $1 million guarantee tournament.
You
I
know,
was
the
like,
opener tournament was like an Omaha 8.
yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
What
But
is
that's like
that?
a 5 or 6 flight event. And I'm just basically getting there after the day one flight. So I couldn't get there before now.
Man, dude. Yeah, this
But
is
that's
a
a good
big
one, Joe.
one, bro.
That's a good one.
It really sucks you're missing this one, man.
Yeah, that's a good tourney.
I saw people are playing it today already. It started today.
It
I
started
think
like 2 days
so.
Oh,
ago.
okay.
No, the first
Yeah.
flight was Wednesday.
When's the last flight?
Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. It's a turbo format, though. Out of all of them, tomorrow night's the only one that's turbo.
Yeah.
Throughout this week, there was 2 flights per day, one in the morning, one in the evening. But tomorrow's the
Yep.
only one that's turbo.
Yep.
That's a lot of flights.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
massive. I think there's like 8 flights. I think it goes up to
I think
A,
you're right.
B, C, D, E, F, G. I think it's
Yeah. Yeah. I
8.
was just doing the same
H,
thing on my
yeah.
fingers.
I'm thinking there's 8 flights.
I love you guys so much.
I think you're right. I think it was 4 days of double flights.
I love you guys so much. Joe, I got you something at Bucky's when I was at Bucky's last week.
Bucky's.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know they got about 100 different varieties of beef or of jerky, right?
Oh, they do. Wow.
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh,
You know
they're
what Bucky's
excited.
is, right, Joe? You know
Huh?
what that is, right? You know what Bucky's is?
Yeah, we talked about it last time that there was so many beef jerkies because I enjoy it while I'm driving.
Nice.
All right, I got you one.
Oh, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
nobody could understand where I was saying either. And I
Oh
was
my
saying
goodness.
Bucky's.
This chick.
Hey, we got Turbo up here. What's up, Turb?
Hey guys, just doing some laundry and packing for a trip. I'm
When do you get in again?
like 5:30 or 6 on Sunday night.
Nice.
Like
Are
that.
you gonna try and jump in the 600? I don't remember. Oh wait, the 600. Oh, you can't. You're coming in a day too late too.
What's on
Yeah.
But
Saturday?
Saturday is the last day of flights for the 600 win.
Ooh.
But Turbo, yeah. So if you heard, so there's a $400 satellite for two $1,100 tickets. So that's going to be your best bet to try and Sati into the Prime. Which I mean, 400 to get into an 1100, if that's your main goal, is kind of rough. But I mean, you do get two tickets, so it's technically 400 into 2200.
Yeah, I still might try. I was gonna say if I like bink a Dusty or something at the South Point, then I'll probably play one. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
pretty
I'd
locked
split your
into this
friendly.
600. Like, I need the cash to really do anything. All right, sorry, go ahead, Donna.
I says I'd give you 100 towards it.
Oh, Donna, you don't need to do that. It's not the money. I just don't have time to play the 1100 twice or try to sell the ticket.
All right, Alan.
I know I'm headed to the Orleans to parlay it. I'll probably play that 600 tomorrow. I really want to play it. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
but
Yeah, apparently Caro's gonna be in town too for that tourney. So
I haven't been to this Orleans in maybe a year and a half.
oh, really, dude? I got a good feeling then, bro. Like Orleans has really good, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, let's call it a tolerance break. Like you run good if you haven't played there in a while. It always happens.
But yeah, Joe and Turbo, I don't know if you were here earlier, but you guys are also, I would definitely love to meet up with you guys. So I would definitely like to link up with you guys on the side, with lunch or breakfast or drink or whatever, definitely try to connect with me.
Yeah, me and Turbo were trying to do some top golf for batting cages while he's here. So, and what date are you leaving again, Turbo?
The 15th. So
15.
Okay,
yes.
perfect. Yeah, because I got like a ton of PTO for the 11th through like that whole week. So yeah, it's perfect.
Are you getting excited, Dan?
I'm gonna start work on Monday. Maybe I haven't decided if that's the route I'm gonna go, but I already got offers at 3 different places. So um, I don't know if I'll take the week off, but it sounds like it's gonna be a good week to have fun and play some poker.
Oh yeah. So what's the day two like for and the rest of the schedule for that 600? Is day two Sunday
Yeah, day 2 Sunday, day 3 Monday.
and then it's over?
Should be, yeah, unless for whatever reason they need a fourth day.
Oh, interesting. That might be worth skipping the
I
you
hear
know
his wheels turning.
that
He's like,
might be
I
worth
might have to see
skipping
if I
some
can get a
things.
$19 ticket for
Yeah,
Saturday.
Saturday instead of Sunday.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll tell you.
That's such a good price point too. It's like just perfect, you know?
Right. I'll tell
It's
you. When I saw the schedule, I was like, "That's one I can't miss." I just couldn't get there. And yeah, 600. You're not going to find many $600 1 million guarantee tournaments.
it's just enough, yeah, that
well, even Orleans has
it's a
their
good
main
price
event at
point.
550 for a $250,000 guaranteed. So $50 cheaper, but $750,000 less prize pool.
Right.
And I wonder too. I mean, what if they could just smash the guarantee and it could be like 1.5 million or some shit.
Right. Right.
Well, the play at Orleans is probably not going to be as good as the
No, I
win.
mean for win crushing the guarantee.
I was there last year, and they um, almost doubled the main. They like, I think tripled the prime, I think, or quadrupled the prime, and all of the satellites and all the other tournaments they like 5x, 6x. It was crazy. They were at least double, tripling everything. This year, to put in perspective, they had $15 million guarantee on the main, and they hit 30 million. I think they had a 2 million guarantee or 1 million or two. I think it was a 1 million guarantee on the prime. Maybe it was a 2 million and they hit 4 million. Or no. Yeah, they hit 4 million on the prime. This year they have a 5 million guarantee on the prime and a 40 million guarantee on the main. So everything that they're expecting, I do believe that they think they're going to get there,
Well, and
Um,
you know why that is. You know why
right,
they're hitting that stuff, right?
right.
Because it's at the Win, and you can get that strawberry Julius that you used to be able to get at Bellagio.
That's exactly why that's
That's
exactly
why
it.
people are showing up.
That's it.
Yeah.
You and that bloody drink.
You know, you'd
And what
think
about the
that.
World Series? Like the
The same
competition,
thing.
are they getting screwed? Do you think? I mean, are they going to be okay?
This is
Well, they
a touch. Go ahead.
they
Well,
didn't roll out that special deal that you. What's the deal where if you had some caches at the summer WSOP or something and
yeah, but
combine them?
did you see their latest rollout within the last week?
No.
That if you're a 7-star Caesar card holder, they're going to give you a free entry into, I think it's the $1,650 tournament.
And
The mystery
also
bounty.
hotel as
That's a
well.
bad sign.
No, just the entry.
Is
I
it?
don't know. I don't know why Jack did that. They should
Uh,
have
uh,
Oh
let them
dear.
have let WPT and Win
he-
have their thing. And
Here's my thought on this. I agree with you exactly on that sentiment. Like I think that they do the poker community a disservice by dividing the community to say, hey, should I go there or there? And I think effectively both could be affected, right? Because you're going to have some people that aren't going to be at both. So um, I do feel like that it's more of like a marketing stance, like they, like hey, like we're going to compete. They seen last year what the Win did, and it was kind of like, hey, we want to stake our flag in the winter. We have the summer flag staked, and let's go capture the winter. We didn't realize maybe there was a market. So I think that's maybe that part of it. So I can't blame them, right? As a competitor of the WPT, but I think as a poker market, I think it does a little bit of a disservice
well,
to the.
it might be a little bit of payback from the whole ARIA 500 WPT thing that they were trying to run during the World Series.
Like, can you
Oh,
elaborate on that a little bit?
yeah, there was a 1 million for one drop tournament that they were running, but
Well,
I
why
Right.
think.
are you
Well,
complaining?
Win took
Hello,
it, but
hello, hello. I'm sorry I'm late. I had a flight that landed late.
Hi,
Hey,
Joe.
Oh, Josh made it.
hey, let's
I
Oh,
go.
was literally
okay.
delayed
Hey, hey,
hours
hey, how are you?
upon hours. I
We waited
apologize.
patiently for you,
I
brother.
love you guys. Thank you for waiting for me.
Well, we're glad you made it, and believe me, we know you're busy, bud, and
It wasn't busy.
I'm happy you
I
found
was
some
literally
time.
three. Anybody who's been flying lately knows I'm 3 hours. I was 3 hours behind. I landed. I signed on. I literally DM'd Sherry and just signed on. I'm in an Uber right now. I'm sorry. It wasn't my doing, but I'm here.
Well, and we're glad you are. So let me give you a proper introduction, sir. Brian, I'm going to let you change the title while I do so.
Okay.
Born in Brooklyn, and played baseball on a scholarship at Alabama Southern. Our guest, Josh, was then drafted by the Marlins, but unfortunately, his stint with the Marlins was cut short with a career ending injury. Josh started working on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange in 1994. Then he moved to Cali in 1996. And in 2003, he started his studies at Valley College in motion picture productions. Our guest has worked on the development of negawatt technology. Josh was a talent scout for VH1's But Can They Sing? He also worked on Deal No Deal, and he worked on Die Hard and Die Hard 2. Josh is currently the president of Global Ascension Studios in Henderson, Nevada, and is currently working on an exciting project, which I'm hoping he will tell us about shortly. Our guest has 3 entries on his Hendon mob, which total for over $66,000 in live earnings, with a little bit better than $31,000 best live cash for his 18th finish in the 2010 WSOP 5K No Limit event. I personally remember Josh from the broadcast live at the bike, and of course, we know him on the broadcast with HCL. So please welcome one of our favorite space cadets and friend, Josh Macciello.
Hello. So 90% of what you said was accurate. Just the timing is off. In 96, I did come to Los Angeles, and I was a draft and follow out of high school. And basically what that means is they don't have that no more. Is that a team can draft you and then they allow you to go to college and still participate in college while they own the rights to you, so nobody else can claim the rights to you. And when I was on the off season in college, I had one of the best freshman years at Alabama Southern that you can have. I hit 500, I hit home runs, I did everything you could do. I went and I started pitching for excuse, I'm doing an interview. I started pitching for Alabama's. I'm sorry, for the Marlins, which I popped my bicep tendon, and I was on injured reserve and never went back again. Um, I'm currently uh, building one of the largest movie and media studios in the world in Henderson, Nevada. We already been approved by the state, by the city. We got support from both the state and the city, and we're going to build a starting at 500,000 square facility that's going to be about a million square foot facility that's going to do both live action and animation. We're working on many amazing projects. Most currently, we're in development for Rush Hour 4 with Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker, and we just signed exciting breaking news that nobody knows publicly. Shah Rukh Khan, who's the biggest Indian star in the world, is going to star in Rush Hour 4 with us.
How exciting, Josh! That's amazing. Good for you,
Yeah, it's
bud.
fun stuff. So Rush Hour is $1 billion franchise. The 3 movies did amazing. We're anticipating that due to Jackie Chan has never released a Rush Hour movie in China because the market wasn't was as it is today, where they have 30,000 plus theaters. We're expecting this most recent Rush Hour to do anywhere in the ballpark of 900 million to 1.1 billion in box office.
Amazing. Amazing. What a great project. Good for you, Josh. I
I,
wish you just the best.
Thank you.
I was just hearing that Disney this year it's like one of the first years that in a few I don't know how long that they didn't have $1 billion movie
Well, you know what I say to
this
that?
year.
Fuck Disney. I'm glad we're being recorded. They are enemies to us. We don't like them. We don't support them. I dropped all my subscriptions with them. You know, they're part of the woke community that we're not a fan of.
Yeah,
And basically, to all the listeners, you know, Disney's a piece of shit. That's why their movies are all dropping and not doing anything. We have our own independent distribution. We have our own independent money. All our guys are conservative minded people that want to back a very positive, family oriented ideology that is going to, and it has nothing to do with, by the way, I'm not part of this game of, oh, if you're this, you're bad, if you're that. Currently, there's bad people on both sides, conservative and liberal. And Democrat, and we're going to be different. We're going to be more family oriented. You're not going to see Miley Cyrus shaking her ass in one of our movies. We're going to put some very good quality content out there. We have huge A-list stars signed to work with us, huge. And we're excited about where our studio is going. We're in a very positive manner. And quite frankly, we were going to partner with one of the biggest developers in Nevada and build a big studio with them, but we walked away from them and we said we're going to go do this on our own. So we have 20 acres currently in development with another 30 acres to develop over the course of the next 20 years. And we're going to build one of the most iconic media studios in the world in Henderson.
That's amazing. Do you want to talk about your project with Scott?
So currently, a very big activist and a person who supports all human rights, has millions of followers on social media, is a guy named Scott Lebedo. Scott currently, he's known as the Relentless Patriot. So we put together a documentary that supports patriotism, Scott's movement. We got some very very prominent political figures in it. We're screening that documentary within the next 30 days at Mar-a-Lago with former President Trump in attendance. We are excited. We have many different distribution companies wanting to fight to get this documentary. It's a great documentary. It's going to be a big, big release for us. And Scott is a one of a kind individual who he's most notably known for painting a unique, iconic 3D kind of American flag in every single state in this country. And Scott is a true patriot, and we stand behind him, and we're excited to work with him.
And I have watched him for years. I have watched his content for years, and he is a voice of many. And he is a voice that needs to be heard. His artwork is beautiful. He is a true patriot, and I'm excited for your project, honestly.
And listen, and on top of that, we just signed the rights to George Papadopoulos and his wife Simona. George was one of Trump campaign guys in 2016. He
Yeah.
was arrested falsely for the Russian propaganda, Russia, 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 and was exonerated in 2021 and 2022 when those charges came up to be false, and it was known that people were spying on Trump's camp illegally. We got George's life rights. George is in our camp. He's if you see, he's always posting amazing things about us and vice versa. So we're doing a documentary and a movie about George Papadopoulos' life. We're really really excited. We had the support yesterday from Tucker Carlson and those guys. You're gonna see Tucker start talking about us a bit in the media. We're gaining very very good relationships with Elon Musk, Patrick Bet-David, Joe Rogan. You guys are going to see some amazing things in the course of the next 6 months.
Congratulations, bud.
Thank you.
I know it's been a lifetime of work for you, and I'm glad it's all coming together the way you want it to. That's amazing.
I appreciate that, Sherry.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to just pivot us for just a minute because those that have been in our interview spaces know that I've been kind of having fun with rapid fire questions. Are you familiar?
Absolutely. Hit me.
Okay. All right. Bourbon or scotch?
Scotch. Macallan 25, Macallan 30 all day, Macallan 18 on the regular.
All right. Pizza or burger?
Pizza all day. I'm Italian. You kidding me? And good pizza, not no bullshit pizza.
I know that's right. Cigar or pipe?
Cigar all day long. I smoked 2 today already.
And of course, I know some of the answers to these questions, but I just do it for everybody. Biden or Trump?
Donald Trump all day long.
Trump 24, baby. California or Vegas?
Ugh. California is the most beautiful state in our country. Unfortunately, due to politics, it makes it hard to feel comfortable here. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna live in California and work in Las Vegas.
So we're going to do both.
Yeah, yeah.
Boxers or briefs?
I'm in between. I got those ones that are kind of like go to those midway ones, those boxer
Let's
briefs, I guess you
go.
would call
Let's
them.
go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Southern Charm or Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
Oh, Southern Charm or Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Fuck, they're both. My wife and I watch them both religiously. I listen. I'm an OG guy. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but I like the older ones better when Lisa Vanderpump was on the show.
Me too. Me too. But how was going to the pillow store? I never asked you.
Oh, amazing! Are you kidding me? It was absolutely amazing. I mean, look. Listen. I'm she like the rest of them.
For those that don't know, Southern Charm is a reality show that takes place in Charleston, South Carolina, and one of the characters on the show for quite a few episodes, or maybe even a whole season, was kind of depicted as like a lazy, like trust fund kid. And he was like staying home and he was sewing these pillows, and
Let me
everybody was
let me
making
let me
fun of
correct you.
him.
He's been on the show for many seasons, but he took up that business,
Right.
which made him millions
Millions, right. And
making
so, but
pillows.
everybody was right, but everybody was making fun of him when he was sitting home sewing pillows, and then he turns it into a multi-million dollar, business. And so that's why I was asking,
Which
because I
which
know
which
Josh.
which he's on QVC everywhere. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable what he did, and God bless him. That's the American dream, right?
I love it so much, but I love the fact that your wife and you went to Charleston and she got you to go to the pillow store, and you did gladly. So I love that story.
And listen, look, I make her watch unimaginable amount of sports. So the trade-off was reality show. And then what happens when you watch these reality shows, you start getting into it. Shit. For many years, Real Housewives of Atlanta was my jam. Number 1A is New Jersey Housewives, just so you know, because the Italians are the best. I'm sorry, there's nothing better. And then when you start getting, the southern, New Jersey, or going into Atlanta, oh my God, it starts becoming amazing. So those two
Yeah,
were
but
my 1A and 1B, but they sort of died out. Georgia
did
died
you
out.
like
Atlanta.
the Utah? I didn't like the
No, I didn't
Utah
like
one.
Utah. My wife got me into Potomac, a bit,
I
so
like them.
I started watching that. And on one of our spaces, one of the gals, I forget her name, but she was an assistant to one of the Potomac girls. She's always on space for us. And
Daisy.
yes, Daisy,
Daisy.
Daisy. Yeah. So she's the right hand to one of the most famous characters on there. So, it was an interesting show. But if I had to do a chart of housewives, I would go New Jersey one, Beverly Hills two, and I'm sorry, Orange County three, because they're OG. They started the whole thing.
I liked Orange County. I loved the early. Honestly, I've been watching since day one, and I loved the early
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah.
I
Listen, let me
really
tell you,
did.
man. My wife got me into real the Bad Girls Club. I used to watch that shit. If I don't care if you got some ghetto people beating up on each other in a house in a mansion in Beverly Hills, I'm for it. Let's go. Sign me up. I'll watch that shit all day. Pop
Oh, I love
off.
it
That girl
so
would
much.
say, "Pop off." I loved it.
Okay, now I may have this wrong, so correct me if I
Please.
do. But I think you purchased the script Charisma. Are you gonna get that on the big screen anytime
So
soon?
not purchased. You were close. I commissioned Joe Esterhaus. Joe Esterhaus wrote Basic Instinct, Flashdance, some very 80s and 90s
Yeah.
iconic movies.
Yeah.
Showgirls, Sliver. We could sit here all day. He's written master. The guy's got Joe Esterhaus got 12 million to write a script. He wrote Basic Instinct for $12 million. He's iconic. Joe's a friend, and I commissioned him to write Charisma, which is the political thriller, which basically talks about all the shit that's going on in the world today with politics, both right and left. So yeah, we paid Joe a bunch of money, and we own the rights to Charisma, and that's in development for late 2024, early 2025.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. And when do you think your studio doors are going to open
We
in
we
Nevada?
we're told that we should have So we're going to put tilt ups, which are offices that are portable, on the space in February of this year. So we're going to operate ourselves out of there while they're building. It should be able for us to move in. We're hearing April of 2025.
Sweet. Go ahead, Brian.
Just in time for the 2025 WSOP.
Absolutely.
Hey, hey, I just want to say, like, I didn't know a lot about your direction on, the family type movies and things like that. And I just think that is filling such a hole in our society. And the thing that I've been thinking about just a lot, and I don't want to get like all controversial or anything like that, or offend anybody, but you know, the family, if we are not creating aspirational characters out of a traditional family, this country has a huge problem. And I'm not talking about like morality or anything like that. Just the simple fact of you need families to to have
Can I
kids
can I
when
add
you're
on
older.
really quick? Yeah, have
Yeah.
kids because we need Social Security to not fail by the time I need to collect it. Because if there's no
Right.
kids, where who's going to pay my Social Security?
Right. And the whole society breaks down and things like that. And this isn't a statement to like, rip on anybody's way of life or
Well.
anything like
Listen,
that. But
to follow up on what you're saying is this: if people would admit, listen, the last administration, the leader was not liked because he was very New York, very brash, and very in your face. Every single claim that was made against him that was derogatory has been debunked. Everyone. And
yeah.
instead, if people wouldn't realize, but by the way, I want to say I am a registered independent voter. I don't like the Bush family. I think they were one of the worst families for this country. I think because George Bush Sr. was in the CIA, he caused a lot of bad. And by the way, I was very happy when Henry Kissinger died because he was one of the most evil people on the planet. He caused a lot of the evil in the Mid East and a lot of things to happen. And he was both that kind of representative for both right and left. So it's not a thing for me of right and left, it's good and bad. And there was a lot of poor leadership on both sides, starting from Carter, and then you could work your way up. The one thing that I liked about her, by the same that all these other guys have been, and to me, I will say this: the family values that were supposed to be instilled in red, white, and blue. Let me say this better: were attempted to be stripped. You cannot. There's too many people like us, Brian, that I eat dinner around the table with my wife and kids. I talk life with my wife and kids. And by the way, we're all Second Amendment people. And I'll say this loud and clear: the Second Amendment today is holding the world in place and not in chaos. If the Second Amendment is lost in the United States of America, the world will be dominated by one
Mhm.
world order. That's a fact. So there's 400 million guns in our country owned by civilians. The military in our country owns 160 million on their own. There's more people independently that own guns than the military. And right now, the Second Amendment is keeping this world in order. And people better realize that when the biggest problem with humans is they can't admit when they made a mistake. We got a president that shits his pants while he's giving speeches and can't even stay on a stage, and he's weak. And when we're weak, the world appears weak. So as much as people don't like a guy who sends mean tweets and says mean things, I'll tell you something. If I was attacked, I tried to buy the Dodgers in 2012. Sherry left that out of my resume conveniently,
Well,
and I was
not
and I
conveniently. We've had that discussion in spaces before,
Well,
And I was like, if somebody else brings it up, we'll go for it.
I'm gonna go for it. So
Yeah.
I partnered with a guy named Mung Ho Lee. All you fucking guys go fact check and see who he is. Mung Ho Lee was Michael Jackson's business partner. And by the way, he was quoted in the famous LA Weekly article that tried to bring me down as saying, yeah, I was with Joshua Macciello. So right there alone, I had a guy who was Michael Jackson's business partner, who owned Sony BMG, which is an arm of Sony, and owned 50% of Michael Jackson Enterprises as my partner. And we were going to buy the Dodgers. And in fact, let me say this clearly, I made the winning bid. I should be sitting as the fucking Dodgers owner as of today if I wasn't fucked out of it, if politics wasn't involved. And by the way, the Dodgers wouldn't have a little bullshit fucking COVID championship that they got. They would have had 3 or 4 more under my belt for all you fucking Dodger fans that they got that little bullshit championship under their belt. Having said that, I bid money with Mung Ho Lee. And I basically partnered with some pretty big people, and I got to experience the evilness of the media because I didn't talk like them, I didn't act like their agenda, and I didn't say the things they wanted me to say. And mind you, I met with very wealthy hedge fund guys that offered me more money than Mung Ho Lee because they knew I was going to win the bid because I became the Dodgers fan favorite. And I'm telling you, I don't care what these fucking trolls on Twitter, anywhere, oh, he's fake, gold mines, this and that. We never said we had partners that owned gold mines that were not ready to mine, and they had projections of what they were. But Mung Ho had we produced. You can't put a bid unless you produce money. And by the way, what these morons online don't realize, to produce a bid cost me $1.5 million. Most of these motherfuckers that talk shit couldn't even fucking get that in their bankroll in their lifetime. And I'm saying that with all due respect. I came from no money in my life. So the fact that so much money was spent to lose a bid like that, which anybody who knows me knows I hate that I lost. I don't like losing. If you play me in fucking, bottle caps, I'll fucking be pissed if I lost. I want to win in everything I do. And it was the worst thing I ever saw from the media. So I can't imagine from one outlet beating me up like the LA Weekly did, to having the pressure of a guy like Donald Trump that has every single social and mainstream media beating the fuck out of him on a daily basis. I couldn't imagine living like that. And you know what? As a smart guy, a poker player who has done well, if you ever look up all my shit, it's funny you said Hendon Mob. I played in 8 tournaments in my life and I cashed deep in 3. I must be pretty good at this game if I'm playing at those levels. My fields were 2,000, 1,800, 1,500, and I finished like 18th, 30 something, and 11th in one of the tournaments. I must be pretty good at this game. And not to mention the fact that I'm known for playing hundreds of live streams and crushing against like Andy Stacks, personal friend, played against him for many, many years before anybody knew who the fuck Andy Stacks was. And all these other big guys, and have held my own against these guys. I know what the fuck I'm doing. So all these people that try to go and beat up and say, oh, he wasn't real and this and that. I was absolutely real. I should own the Dodgers. I know what it takes to be attacked by these trolls, if you will. So guys like Donald Trump and I'm not putting there's Donald Trump, he's a New Yorker, he's brash, he's not liked by many. I get all that. We didn't have any wars in 4 years. Our economy was fucking booming, and we spent reasonable money on groceries and gas. That's how I rate him. And by the way,
Amen, brother.
my taxes were pretty affordable. Okay, he did real
And
well for me.
food costs were down, gas prices were down. There were the unemployment rate was down, interest rates were down. We can go on and on. But I'm going to tell you something. The man is not a politician. He's a businessman, and he talks to you like a boss, not like a political figure who's going to talk out of both sides of his mouth. Today he's saying, yes, Sherry, yes, Sherry. Well, behind my back, he's saying, there's no way I'm doing that for Sherry. He says it like it
Were
is.
all these people who were his friends, why did they turn on him? And why they turned on him? Because he realized that they were all part of a corrupt regime that he didn't want to be a part of, and he turned their back on him. And all of a sudden, if you have the world against you, you have to start to ask, why did they immediately turn? Because as Dave Chappelle said on Saturday Night Live, he went behind the curtain and said, this is what the fuck we're doing back there. And I'm getting ready to tell you. And those big fucking wealthy politicians, didn't want him to say anything
Of
because they
course.
wanted to keep us under their thumb.
Of
That's a
course.
fact.
Now, let's change the
Go ahead.
subject.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I appreciate your passion, and I know that your projects are fueling your passion, which is amazing. But, on December the 11th, we're going to do a meetup game at the Aria, and I hope you can join us. It's at noon that day. I know it's a Monday, and I know you have a busy work life, but I just wanted to
I'm a
reiterate that.
75-25 yes, just so you know, as of now. And I'm
Okay.
being honest with you. I'm a 75 yes, unless
Go.
something drastically changes, but I'm a 75-25 to that.
And I
That would be
appreciate that. And, we'd love to have you. King Carney, you got a question?
Yeah, no, more of a gripe. It's a 75 seat to the 40 million guarantees on Monday. Also starts at 11.
This late, Reg, it's fine.
Late
You
Reg
know,
is never fine. Anybody that thinks like that, I don't know.
um, tell me the tournament again.
It's that 75 seat, $1,100 buy in, 75 seats guaranteed to the 40 million guaranteed.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, hey, if you need to play that, please play it.
Oh hell no!
Listen,
I'm coming
listen.
over there. Then I'll go play it.
This
Okay.
win tournament to me is just as big as what WSOP does. What they're doing is absolutely amazing, dude. I am so impressed. And Win has been building
100%.
up to that, right? I mean, can we not
Yes.
give them the props? They've been really building up to be a big contributor to the poker community as far as tournaments are.
Yes. And I'm going to tell you, I went to the WPT last December. It was phenomenal. It was probably the best experience I've ever had at a poker series. And I've been to the WSOP many a summers. But the Win and the WPT are doing a great job. And I'm going to tell you, it's a stiff competition, between them and WSOP, and I think they're winning. And this December's gonna, put them over the top. I think.
So listen,
So
my goal is if I get there early enough, and meaning if I can get there between the 10th, 11th, then I told you, Sherry, I promise you, I'll keep you because you'll be my consigliere, as the Italians say, the right hand. You'll be my consigliere.
You
Then
know, I'm always there for you.
we'll put together a dinner like we were supposed to do. And as I told you, it's just my world is so last minute at times. Things happen. That just can't be accounted for. And unfortunately, when you got millions and millions of dollars at stake, I mean, for example, Rush Hour is $100 million budget movie. If I'm needed, then I can't be there. You know what I
Of
mean? That's it.
course, honey. We get it.
And yeah. So, but I plan on it because I'm playing poker against my team without playing poker. I'm setting myself up. I'm playing chess, if you will, to where I get things done before, so I can make it and ride that whole tournament out as deep as I can.
I love that. I love that. Go ahead, Donna.
Yeah, I'm going to turn it now. I just want to say thank you for what you did for Cody. Um,
Listen.
Yeah,
I
that was
love
really
that
cool.
dude. I love that dude. It breaks my heart every day when
Yeah.
I see him battling. But to see this last week or two, he's been in better spirits and whatnot. And I reach out to him, on Twitter or X, if you will, or even DM. I know the guy's fighting for his life, the young man, and I try to give him the most uplifting messages. But in fact, I tell him all the time, I can't uplift you. You uplift me, dude. Your strength
Yeah.
and your humanity and who you are. We should all take a piece of your book because of how you're handling this. Most men would cower.
Yeah. He's a great guy. Just amazing.
He is a
Truly
pillar
amazing.
of strength for
And
sure.
Donna, how you doing, Donna? What's up? You bringing
And
my Australian little beast, you? What are you doing over there?
I'm not Australian, I'm
Australian.
from the UK. Josh, get it right.
Close.
I said, listen,
Don't
Close
class
enough.
me
that
same as
was
Greg
that was
Lark.
me. That was me breaking your balls. I said that to you with Greg Lark once, and you wanted to jump through the phone and kill me. Sorry, I was trying to break your balls.
I'll end up breaking yours.
I thought it was just American geography.
No, so me, Donna, and Greg Lark, I got to say, it was about 4 months ago. I said, "So Donna, you're from where Greg's from." Donna wanted to jump through the phone and strangle me. She almost wanted to kill me. So now I have a little. I like a needle, as we say it in poker. I like to give her a little needle in from time to time.
Yeah, I'm good, Josh. Thanks. I arrive on the 8th in Vegas. So looking forward to it.
I love to see you guys all. You guys are all my favorite. I mean, everybody in here I see are really, in my opinion, the real bloodline and central nervous system of spaces. You guys have been there from day one, and it was really, really cool having this experience with you guys. And I got to thank Sherry and Brian for setting up this interview, and I love and appreciate you all.
Well, the feeling is mutual.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, thank you.
And
Definitely. And I can't say enough. I love what you're doing, man. Like I didn't even know I knew about the studio and that stuff, but you're just stepping into something that's so needed in our society right now. Like it's just awesome. Like that's really really cool to see how you're using your talents and everything like that and resources, and it's just really really cool for sure.
I appreciate that, Brian. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a game changer. It's going to be a world changer. The reason why business first in Nevada is the mayor is Team Us. He's a big support. He knows what we're doing. He knows what we're building. I'm sorry, the governor is
Yeah.
a big support. The mayor is too, by the way, but the governor is a big support to what we're doing. And he understands that everything we're doing is about family and society first, and keeping traditional American values in order. That's what it's about, and that's what we stand for. And I grew up on shows like Family Ties and Different Strokes,
Yeah.
and shows that had meaning and heart and taught lessons. And that's what our movies and TV shows are going to be about. They're going to be educational. They're going to teach, and they're going to have lessons. They're going to have lessons whether somebody's bullied or whether somebody's getting racist, remarks against them. We're here to make a difference.
Yeah,
I
and
love
stop
that,
and,
Josh.
and just stop dividing everybody, like at some point this country's got to come together, and stop the nonsense. I like that you're more in the middle and kind of, I don't know. I feel like it's all a game, the left and the right, and they know it's,
Brian,
like
they've tried
like
to
you're
buy
saying.
us. They try to buy us. When I tell you we've passed down, and I'm not exaggerating, and I don't care if people believe it or not, hundreds of millions of dollars in funding from people who did not support our agenda. And we remained because I'm not, as Elon said, go fuck yourself. I'm not, I don't care what you offer. You can't buy us. It's not who we are, and we're going to work with people who are like-minded, who believe in the things that we believe in. And we found a group of investors out of Texas and New York, and they support everything we do. And they said, hey man, I saw you on podcasts, I saw you MF and this one and that one. You know what, keep doing it, we don't care. Like, fight for this thing,
Well,
and we'll give you the bankroll.
I guarantee you that if you own the Dodgers, I would still be wearing Dodger jerseys to all the poker tournaments because I stopped wearing them when they decided
To have the
allow the
demonic and have the
sacrilegious.
demonic people there
Yeah,
that day. And listen,
yeah,
if I own
that's
the Dodgers,
just
I guarantee
not
you
okay.
wouldn't see them there, Brian. They wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm just going to say to you, Josh, that it has been so much fun and sometimes drama driven, not by any particular person, and certainly not by you or me or anybody, just in general. Um, Spending time with you in the spaces and getting to know you. And, we've had some amazing spaces where we just had so much fun. And it's been great that you are a part of it with us. And I am happy to call you friend, and I'm happy for what you're doing. It just is exciting to hear you talk about it. You can feel your passion, you can feel your excitement, and it is so awesome that you share that with us. And I'm going to let Carney have a chance. Carney. Maybe his hand is just stuck like that.
Trying to
the
figure out how
thing
my phone
is,
went.
oh, there we go.
Sharing it over my loudspeaker to earpiece. Anyways, Josh, we throw anytime soon.
I'm sorry, you cut out, my friend.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
We need a.
Okay, King Carney, you are cutting out. We're getting about every other syllable. So you may need to go out and come back, bud. Okay, he left. I have no clue what he was asking. Sorry.
Josh, like Disney's walked away from this whole market, and like as a parent, like I don't feel like I can trust I wouldn't just put my kids in front of a Disney movie today.
Oh, I already canceled. We canceled their subscription a
It's just
while ago.
like,
Listen. It's not what we were used to when we were young, and
Subscription to what?
to Disney.
Gotcha.
Disney.
Yeah, it's not what we were used to when we were young, and it's unfortunate. And for me, I don't support their agenda. Netflix has come around. They fired all their upper management
Yeah.
and rehired folks that can bring their, because they lost 30% of their market cap. By the way, for all you guys counting billions, that's a lot of fucking money. So I see Ken came back in, Carney. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. I've been waiting for him. Carney, whenever you're ready, bud, go ahead, Carney. Go ahead, Carney.
You're live.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. When are we getting a fat superhero?
The Hulk is fat. Thanos is fat.
What do you mean? Donald Trump will be back in office 2024.
I said superhero. It's like don't get me wrong. I love Donald Trump, but like movie wise, you don't see a like all
What do you
superheroes
mean?
are a certain build.
The Incredibles, he got out of shape. He had to squeeze in his tights. You don't remember that?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, Thor was fat that one time.
Okay. So yeah, they got fat and then they went back to skinny. When do we get one that's fat permanently? Like fucking.
Josh, I was watching this Spider-Man the other day. Actually, my daughter was watching it, and we're like 5 minutes in, and I'm like, and she's like, no, it's fine. Like 20 minutes later, I come back, and like it was the wokest like bunch of stuff.
Oh, it's
Like,
horrible. It's
Was it
horrible.
the animated Spider-Man?
yeah, it's just like they go from like really like she didn't notice it at first, and it's really like subtle, and then about midway through the movie, it's like all in your face. It's like, okay, I
Yeah,
see.
I feel bad for the younger generation because like it's kind of like me being a little older, I can like kind of watch and enjoy that stuff and also kind of see the propaganda behind it. But the younger generation, they're not like educated
Yeah.
on that stuff.
Yeah, but that's where parenting comes in. That's where the parents need to be involved.
They actually had like one of the superhero guys. He was wearing like this bathrobe and slippers. It's like,
Hey guys, I don't want to be rude. I'm walking into an after party for one of the productions that we just finished wrapping on. If anybody has any questions, please by all means fire them out. If not, I want to say I love you all. I appreciate all your support. I see all the retweets and likes and all the things you guys do. It means it really. I pay attention. If you guys don't know me, I'm one of the few people that answers everybody's or likes everybody's X comments, reposts, and everything. If you have any questions, fire away. I got a couple minutes.
Go, Donna.
Yeah, if I bring an autograph book over to Vegas, will you get some autographs signed for me, please?
Hey, listen, this is what I will tell you, Donna. I give you my word. I'll give you a list of the kind of productions we have, and if anybody tickles your fancy, as they say in your part of the world, I will make sure to get you whatever autograph you want. I can get autographs consistently around Kevin James, Vince Vaughn, Chris Pratt, and people like that.
Okay, I'm going to tell you the one I want, and my name's not Donna. I would like a Donald Trump autograph.
Booked. You got it. Done. Done. I promise
Love
you
you,
now.
Josh.
That's easy. That's easy.
Josh, we love you, bud. We wish you all the luck in the world, and we will see you soon. Thank you for, I know, stressing out and getting here to chat with us tonight. We appreciate you, bud.
I
Yeah, so
apologize for
much.
being late. I appreciate you both. I have the most love and admiration for you both and everybody on the space. Peace. Love you guys. And, always come up to me in Vegas if I'm playing cards, and always introduce yourselves. I love meeting people, and always reach out on social media. And you can DM me. I check all my even blocked ones to see who's reaching out, if they're not spam or whatnot. So I'm a big fan of humans.
Thank you, Josh. You take care of that family and yourself, bud.
Thank you
And
guys. You
enjoy
too.
tonight, Josh.
God bless. Thank you. God bless, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
God bless.
See you soon.
All right. Well, thanks, Sherry. That was great.
Well, thank you guys. What a fun space. We got to catch up with some folks we hadn't seen in a while. And Josh, I'm sure, was trying to break his neck trying to get on here. We all know what
Bless him.
that's like, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It was really good to hear his
100%.
stuff. I'm
Well, I
really,
appreciate all of you, and I will talk to you guys soon. And tomorrow night, I'm going to expose the scammer, 8 p.m. Eastern time, if you're interested. So, good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
thanks, Donna
Good
and
night.
Wolfie,
Good night,
Jeff,
everybody.
Mary, and Turbo, and Jeff, and Flow Junkie, and Danny, and Dee,
Barry
and
and
everybody else. And
yeah.
everybody else that joined along the way. Really appreciate all of you guys. And see you in Vegas.
See you in Vegas.
Yes. See you
Not,
in
we'll see
Vegas.
you in spaces. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.